you don't want to smile. And if it takes you just a little while, open your eyes and just look at the day. You'll see things in a different way. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't you stop. It will soon be here. Oh, it will be so much better than before. 'Cause yesterday's gone. Yesterday is gone. Stop and think about the things to come. Oh, instead of all the little things you've done. Now, if you think life has been bad to you, just think about what tomorrow will do. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Soon be here. Oh, it will be so much better than before. 'Cause yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone.
shoes, I'm a dancing man, and I just can't lose, but it's alright. It's okay, I live to see another day. You can try to understand. New York Times, make on man. Whether you're a brother, whether you're a mother, you're staying alive. We're staying alive. See the city breaking into everybody shaking, and we're staying alive. We're staying alive. We're staying alive. Staying alive. We're staying alive. We're staying alive.
Ooh. Let's do, yes, Jojo. Hopefully he's not too ripped. Give it up for Jojo Lewis.
Oh, well. Welcome to Stand Up Comedy Theater. It's time for Warm Takes. Please welcome to stage one of your hosts. It's Jojo Lewis.
Happy August, everybody. Welcome to Warm Takes. Give yourselves a round of applause for showing up. We absolutely, we are both appreciative and baffled by your presence at this show. Sometimes we like to just come and do a comedy show at Stab Comedy Theater just to like have some quiet time to ourselves to think. But then y'all are here, so there you go.
Yes.
I had my longest relationship I've ever had was 19 and a half years.
Oof.
And I say that because I think it's the longest possible number of syllables to just. It was basically like we broke up right before 20 because that's a nice round number. 19 and a half, I don't get tenure for that. I don't even know what that means. She cheated on me, which in some ways I understand because cheating on someone before you break up with them is kind of like saying, listen, I don't want to be with you anymore, but I think you owe me one more good time. And it's combining the joy of sex and hide and seek, which are the funnest possible games. And I knew that's how it worked, too, because I came back to my house one day, and I just heard someone from the other room, ready or not, here I come. And I knew what was up. I'm setting the bar for how loud the laughs will be. Most of them will be from people I know personally, which is cool.
Jojo, you got to explain the show, bud.
The way the show works is, as a comedian, you'll come up here as a cis white comedian in this woke culture. You'll come up here and say some jokes that you've prepared, and then someone on a microphone who walked out, I think, to get a White Claw, will come back and actually say some prompts or whatever that they have most likely found from a dating website as to questions that you can just kind of make up jokes on the spot. For instance, Emma.
Yes.
I've done enough prepared material. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, Ripley. What have we got in which dating guide have you found?
Okay, my questions tonight are coming from parade.com. Which is not a dating site.
We've done this show for so fucking long.
I don't know what this site is, to be honest, because
like from Parade Magazine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's not parademagazine.com. It's just parade.com.
Oh, it's for enthusiasts of parades.
Well, okay. Should we give an example of the question? So wait, number one, you guys, you saw JoJo's prepared material, which was just him talking about his sadness.
I had one joke that had like a whole joke in it.
Do your joke first. Or did you just do it?
I could do it.
I asked Jesse to turn up my microphone, so I checked out for literally 90 seconds.
All right, fine. So when a horse goes very fast.
Okay, let's not.
Hang on.
Okay.
When a horse goes very fast, we call that a gallop. Thank you. So when a seahorse goes really fast, shouldn't we call that a scallop?
Oh, Jesus, Joe. Did you get that from parade.com?
I got that from Parade Magazine, the print version of parade.com, I think. Listen, that was the most popular tweet, now it's called X, tweet I ever had was that one.
That's pretty good. Thanks. All right, so the point of the show, someone goes up, one of the comics goes up, does some prepared material, and then from this second God mic, we ask random questions like, how do you hang your toilet paper? Is it over or under?
I go under.
Why?
I go, okay. Okay.
Under is improper, just to let you know.
Here is why I go under.
Okay.
And this is the reason. Because when you go under, what you were saying to the world is, I don't know how much toilet paper I'm going to need. But I believe in myself that I will get enough. And I also believe that I will need it at just the right time. Because that's the thing. With over, you're like, oh, I got to make it go.
I feel
It's like I'm spinning a spur. But with under, you're just like, let it ride.
I feel like
That should be enough.
I feel like a guy is not a fair judge because I have to use toilet paper for both things. And I feel like you don't know how much you really need. I have a good judgment of how much I need based on what I do.
Yeah, as a guy, I don't typically have to dab at the end when I have to do a standing poop. But
Wait. Next question.
Hey, listen, you're the one asking.
How often do you do a standing poop?
Not as much as my dating profile would explain. Because on my dating profile, I say that I camp. And if you camp, you poop standing up. I'm sorry. That's a dignity that you don't get to claim.
Okay.
But you sit.
Next, are you ready for your next question?
Yeah, why not?
I know the answer to this.
This sucks,
Jeff
then.
and Danielle know the answer to this. How many beers do you think you'd reasonably be able to consume?
2.
In a night. Yeah.
The answer is 2.
That's what he's had tonight, folks.
That's what I've had tonight, and I'm in a good. I'm in a good fun. I'm at the good fun drunk place.
You're being a good time guy right now.
I'm being a good time guy. I'm at the level of drunk where I'm like, I shouldn't drive yet.
Well, we're gonna go to Willie's.
We're gonna. That's walkable. Unless we go to Mel's, in which case, that's in an hour from now. And I'm sure I won't be drunk anymore at that point. But I'm not a scientist. I'm just a person who knows that 2 beers after not eating is a pretty fucking good time.
Next question.
Excellent. This is the show pretty much.
This
you're
is the
gonna
show.
have to roll.
It's fun. You riff off these stupid questions from parade.com.
Or what I find, which is likely going to be Wiki.
JoJo does like 17 magazine like questions.
I do Tiger Beat.
If you were gonna fail a driver's test, which part would it be?
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's been a while.
I don't know what you're supposed to do at a yield sign. And I know the answer you're going to say is
that it says it?
You yield. To which I would say the only time I've ever seen the word yield used in conversation is Dungeons and Dragons based of like, I have reduced your health points, you must yield. And I'm like, never, I have the right of way. Which is a blessing from some kind of parking paladin, I guess. The only thing I got wrong, when I was 17, I did my driving test, and the only thing I got dinged on was I didn't adhere to a yield sign correctly, because they were like, "You're supposed to stop at a yield sign," and I'm like,
"You're not, though."
And I'm like, "Yeah," and I was like, "In 20 years, when I tell this joke at random after having 2 beers, I'm not going to remember what yield means." And they're like, nobody does.
Can I
Godspeed.
Can I just tell you, because I was a professional driver for 11 years.
Formula One, yes?
No, you look. If someone's coming, you stop. But if no, you slowish.
Yeah.
You California roll pretty much at a yield.
Interesting.
That's what a yield is.
But then if someone does show up, then you
if
draw your
someone's
sword and be like, yield.
If someone's coming, you're like, yield. And then if no one's coming, you just go. That's what a yield is. Should we have JoJo do one more? Or are you guys creeped out? Okay. No, not creeped out. You're fine, Joe. This question is from parade.com.
I love the citation.
I know. Can you eat ice cream using your bare hands? You personally.
I think so. Here's where I'm at is I think the word can is incorrect because as you guys can see, I'm clearly a very alpha gentleman with my 2 beers and glasses and what all. I can do pretty much anything I want. Now, there's another word we can use there is should. Should you eat ice cream with your bare hands? The answer is certainly not.
Yeah.
I touch my underhand toilet paper with that.
And that's what we call a callback?
Yes. Now, the best possible word we could have used for eating ice cream with your bare hands is may. May I eat this ice cream with my bare hands? And then if you follow that up with daddy, that's also very good. I'm pretty sure there's an OnlyFans that's just like, may I eat ice cream, daddy?
And if there's not?
If there's not, TM, because that's going to be mine.
Okay.
This is the show.
No, but we're gonna take an audience poll because I feel like in this show we should have more semi-audience interaction.
Elements.
Who wants to hear JoJo's warm take about one more thing? No, just raise your hands. Just raise your hands. That's enough.
Suzette's being a sister and not saying shit, which I appreciate.
love that. I love that.
What do we got?
Okay.
Damn it!
JoJo is a. Ooh, okay, that scared the shit out of me. I didn't look. I was reading from this website. See, yeah, that scared Jesse
It's hot
too.
in here. Clack clack.
Okay. Let me see. If the online audience didn't hear that, it was Suzette just opening her fan.
Suzette has a combat fan because also Suzette's a playable character in Dynasty Warriors.
Oh shit, that's true.
For the people who got that, that was funny as hell.
Okay, you're a foodie.
Oh yeah, I am.
What do you think your last meal would be on death row? Take time. Not too much because we have a lot of people on the show.
The last meal, okay. The last meal I would have.
And you can mix it and match it.
I would want a pizza. That's the last meal I would want would be a pizza.
That's it?
That's it. For this reason. One, it's easy to eat a slice. You can house it one slice at a time. That's pretty fun to do. And I'm sure that even on death row, after killing a person, that would be pretty satisfying. It's like, I killed a person, and what do I get as a reward? Pizza. The second reason, and probably the more important reason, is pizza's one of those foods that even if someone isn't hungry, if you offer someone a slice of pizza, they'll be like, shit. I mean, I'm not that hungry, but I'd love a slice of pizza.
Take a slice, yeah.
And that's why I would have a pizza with primarily ecstasy on it.
I would be like, any toppings?
Hey, listen. I'm going to die.
Because first of all, I'm going to be like, I want a mountain size from Mountain Mike's. And then each slice, I'm like,
half
combinations.
crispy cupperonis,
because you
half
can get whatever you want.
lockpicks.
No. Each slice would have something different. Right?
Jesus Christ. I'm a
slice.
foodie, but that's intense.
It's your last meal. I feel like you can request anything.
For first slice, I want it to be
Straight up.
1/15 of a great argument from a lawyer about why I shouldn't die. For starters, my excellent pizza references.
Just turn it into a pie chart. You guys give it up for JoJo Lewis for kind of showing you what this show is about. You did great. Are you guys ready for your next comic? Yeah.
That's interesting, because if not, I'll keep saying shit into this microphone. This next comic was pretending to be an audience member until now, but mask off, he's about to come up here. Please welcome Mr. Jeff Brown.
I wasn't pretending, I forgot. I'm sorry. Is that what secret boss is? Yes. What if the secret boss is that like they had amnesia the entire time? That would be nice. I am trying to prepare for fatherhood, trying to get ready for children. Not the hard part of getting somebody to agree to have children with me and, that whole part, but mostly the internal part, which is like being emotionally ready to have a child and to rear it. And from what I've read online, I'm kind of halfway there because I have pets, which I guess is the closest thing that you can do to having a child aside from the actual act of having a child. And the website that I was reading, parade.com, told me
Sponsor the show.
that the way that I do act is I have cats. I have 2 cats right now. The way that I act around my cats is probably the way that I'm going to act around any children that I have in the near future. And that's fine for a lot of reasons. They're going to eat off the floor more than I thought. But it was concerning for other reasons just because, like I wasn't expecting to masturbate that much in front of my kids. Like at first. Then they'll go on the internet for 15 minutes. And that's what fatherhood is. I think let's just go there. I'm going to go ahead and stop with that one.
What a powerful choice.
Yeah, you know what? I had a bunch of other ones that I wrote earlier today because I don't do this that often. So I have one more. Can I do one more little joke that I just wrote this morning?
Absolutely,
Okay, yeah.
you can.
I do keep getting, because I have the one cat, and I keep getting emails and phone calls from the vet for Cowboy, my cat Cowboy, because his license is expired, and they keep saying you have to renew his license. And I'm just like, dog, don't worry about it. He's not going to be behind the wheel anytime soon. It's okay. His feeties don't reach the pedals. It's okay. Don't worry about it. And he's drunk all the time. All right, give me those parade.com hits.
Actually,
Fuck!
I don't really use parade.com.
Okay.
I'm going to start using WikiHow a lot more because, one,
Okay.
they got pictures.
Well, WikiHow is mostly like explaining how to do things already. So I'm
Yeah,
curious
but
how
with
this
the
is gonna
power
go.
of creativity, I can turn any WikiHow article into something that I can ask you. For instance, how would you pretend to have a cell phone call?
Hold on. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I told you he's not gonna drive anytime soon. No, this is Jeff. Okay, thanks.
What was your what did you think a relationship would be like when you were 14?
Like, what a relationship would be like for me now that 14-year-old
If 14-year-old Jeff,
right,
yeah,
had what he thought a future. I don't like the assumption that 14-year-old Jeff wasn't capable of having a relationship at that time at 14. Now, it's true, but I don't like the assumption. I don't really know what do you do at 14? What's 14 years old? That's high school. Wait, that's high school. That's the start of high school, right? That's freshman year of high school. I was more interested in Dragon Ball Z at the time. And a friend that I had that made me believe that Dragon Ball Z was real because he had a sensei that he communicated with telepathically. I wasn't really interested in relationships at 14. I was interested in getting my ki at maximum levels. I guess Bulma. Bulma was kind of what I was interested in at the time, mostly relationship-wise. Nothing else. I don't think I even kissed a girl until I was 17. I did kiss a dog at 15, so that was a little bit different. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect. I don't even know what media I was consuming at the time. Mostly video games.
yeah.
So it was a lot of like 3 discs of talking and then like a sex scene that you didn't get to see because of censorship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were sure you would have a girlfriend and then they would be murdered and then you would have a
And
whole
then I
other
would become
disc.
more powerful because of it. Yeah.
Yeah. What country do you start with when you play Risk? What?
This is assuming too many things about me.
You know of the board game
I know
Risk?
of the board game Risk. I don't think I've played the board game Risk. Can you explain Risk to me?
It's a game of global domination.
Okay, go on.
The cover of Risk usually has Napoleon on it for some reason.
All right.
And it's a game where it starts where you're like, I'm going to pick where my main guys go. They usually have a cannon and what all.
Now it's your home base.
Yeah, what's your home base?
What's your home base?
Yeah,
as far
don't
as
say
Risk?
don't say Australia because
No.
that's the correct answer.
I mean Australia, because no one's gonna fuck with you down there because everything goes backwards. They're gonna try to attack you and attack themselves because that's how shit works down in the southern hemisphere. I don't know what country I'd pick. I had currently no allegiance, and then if I ever played Risk as a young person, no allegiance. I did have to do Model UN once, and I had to be Sweden, which is the most boring option probably to select. Let's go with Georgia. The country. Because there's a country named Georgia, which I found out when I did Model UN once by accident. And I was like, wait, here? No, it's not here. It's another Georgia. It's spelled the same.
Normally, this is the part of the bit that you keep to yourself and then you say the Georgia thing.
Yeah. There's another Georgia?
If you had to come up with a fake identity, what would you do first?
I kill the person whose identity I'm going to take, I'm assuming. Somebody who looks at least close enough to me. You have to... What was that movie with Matt Damon where he killed a guy and then took his identity? Talented Mr. Ripley. I'm going to Talented Mr. Ripley it. So, I mean, like, for example, in this room, if I had to find somebody who looked enough like me, in the broadest of strokes,
Hey, that's not cool.
I would take them out first.
I'm kind of a jock.
And then I'd realize, wow, their life is not as great as I thought it was. I'm going to go to the other person who might look kind of similar to me, who just came into 40K, as far as I'm aware. Yeah. Sorry, it's a bit too referential there. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I don't. I've never wanted to be anybody but me. How about that?
That's good.
Take that home with you, internet audience.
How many more should Jeff get? Maybe like
Too long, based on everybody.
I'm gonna give you one more.
Yeah.
Hey Jeff,
Yeah.
if you're so fucking tough, how would you defeat Slender Man? Thank you, WikiHow, for this gift.
I have to ask: is this a WikiHow entry about
How to get over your fear of Slender Man?
Okay, how to get over your fear, but not how to defeat Slender Man.
Yeah, I put my sick, twisted spin on it.
So if I give a good answer, WikiHow owes me some sort of money in regards to like giving them a good idea for.
It's really crowdsourced aside from the art.
Fuck yeah.
Stop stalling and tell me how you would defeat Slender Man.
Sorry, it's just hard. I'm trying to like deal with the emotional issue of defeating Slender Man when all I've had over the past few years of looking at a variety of different websites and web boards and image boards is mostly erotic feelings towards Slender Man. I don't really want to defeat him like physically, more so emotionally. I'd like to just overtake him and open that heart up to what I have to offer, which is like a menial job in middle management. But I think if I really wanted to take Slender Man down, I just have to, I don't know. He's pretty fucking tall. He's got a lot of legs. Like, how do you take down a tall person? Who's tall? Who's the tallest person in here? The knees. Does he have knees?
Does Slender Man have
knees?
knees?
Does Slender Man have knees?
WikiHow says yes.
Wait, type this in. Does Slender Man have a dick? And then you'll go to the same websites that I've been going to.
I'm not going to do that. Emma's currently searching because...
It took her back to parade.com for some reason.
Does Slender Man...
No, here's the thing. I picture Slender Man's penis to be very Minecraft-esque, where it's just like a solid 2-block brick.
It sucks for Rebecca that's going to be the first thing I ask. Please thank Jeff Brown. Give him a round of applause for doing all the fun jokes he did. And with that same energy, please welcome to the stage another funny comedian, Rebecca Beskey.
How's it going? My husband and I, we're both we're both transgender and bisexual. We're about as queer as you can make a straight couple. but we're still a boring ass straight couple. Like I feel like I sold out of my own queerness because like I went through this deeply personal journey figuring out my gender and sexuality only to end up in a heterosexual relationship. That's so lame. Like, it feels like we're the kind of couple now who goes to paint nights.
Wine and sip?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like my husband and I, we're also like super heteronormative. Like, we're a single income household where he's the sole breadwinner. Boring. And I'm a housewife. Also boring. And we're like super monogamous people. Like, we are just so goddamn boring. Like for instance, who here knows what a polycule is? Show of hands. Yeah. So, not the crowd from last night. That's an inside joke. But for the like 2 people that didn't raise your hand, a polycule is just when a group of people are all in a relationship with each other. It's like woke polygamy. And all my trans friends are in these huge polycules where they're having like inter-polycule Dungeons and Dragons campaigns followed by massive orgies. Like they're in some nerdy version of Eyes Wide Shut. And meanwhile, I'm just over here loving and cherishing my husband like a fucking loser. Something going on over there?
No, I just got tapped on the shoulder.
There's someone in the chat who keeps saying hi to everyone from asking.
Hi, person in chat.
What's the name? Oh, that's Javier. Hi,
Hi,
Javi.
Javier.
Danielle is in the room, so Danielle, I'm really sorry to interrupt
Yeah,
that,
no,
Rebecca.
it's okay. I'm used to it.
Go
ahead,
as a woman, I'm sure you know that it's important for me as a cishet man to just interrupt
This is actually
you
very
whenever.
gender affirming for
Yeah,
me, so go
absolutely.
ahead.
This is.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we're doing the Lord's work in here. I feel Jesus moving through this black box theater. Why was it important? Hang on. I think Rebecca and I both need to know, why was it important for you to know if I knew the person who was in chat?
I didn't know I was saying it that loud. First of all, I didn't know.
This is a good.
I just saw the whole congregation over there, and I assumed someone died.
God, if only, right?
Right?
That's a great improv bit.
Something good would happen tonight. So you got prompts for me? You got questions?
I mean, unfortunately, I have to do the thing that I committed to, which is, what do you think Slender Man looks like naked?
What do I think he looks like naked? Well, I think his penis has a knee. But
Like a whale?
yeah, like a whale. No, I think he looks like pretty much any other white man naked. Just, you don't want to look at it. Which is on brand for Slender Man.
I feel attacked.
Yeah.
Having lost weight. How do you fold your shirts?
How do I fold my shirts? One leg at a time. I don't fold my shirts, I hang them because I am a fancy lady.
That's...
Exactly.
I don't know what a pergola is, so I'm going to do something different. What do you do? What's the first thing you plan to do when you go on vacation?
Unclench my jaw. Probably ride the Matterhorn. If there isn't one, build one first. And eat my weight in frozen margaritas. And yes, I did say eat.
What's your favorite ride at Disneyland? Because you said Matterhorn. No, I feel
yes.
like kindred spirit.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm still waiting on our honeymoon, which is going to be to Disneyland because it's not safe to leave California.
Definitely not.
Yeah, but favorite ride at Disneyland. I was always partial to the submarine ride.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, that's a good one.
Yeah, because it's like being in like a sensory deprivation tank with like 20 other people.
Are you gonna do? Have you been to California Adventure?
I have, yes.
What's your favorite part of California Adventure?
It's not there anymore, but the Bugs Life like theater experience.
Oh shit!
Where like worms get jammed into your asshole and shit. Yeah, there's like a part where like there's like bugs that crawl under you, and like they have like things in the seats that push up. Yeah.
Oh my god. Did you ever do Honey, I Shrunk the Audience?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, this can't just be me and Rebecca talking about cool Disney rides.
We're really vibing here.
How much do you like Dole Whip?
Dole Whip?
Yeah.
Well, I hate pineapple with a passion. So, yeah, I know. I'm a psychopath. No, I've actually never had Dole Whip.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so, but I'm open to new
Hey,
experiences.
hey, husband, you better be listening. Did you like Pirates of the Caribbean before they put Johnny Depp on it or after?
That's like picking a favorite child.
Sucks, right?
After, because they also have that thing where you go through the wall of mist and there's just like a shitty projection of Davy Jones on it, and you're like, oh, we're going right into him, and then it's just refreshing mist.
I've heard that Johnny Depp sometimes, occasionally, just randomly sits in at Pirates of the Caribbean.
He gets bored.
Yeah, he just sits next to you and is like, hey, what's up? I'm in this. What would you do if Johnny Depp appeared next to you randomly in Pirates of the Caribbean?
I'd probably put some corn nuts in my hand and try to feed him.
Fuck, that's the rightest answer I could have possibly heard. I don't know anyone who eats corn nuts, but Johnny Depp is
what? Absolutely.
Jeff suggested the following. If it was a Mad Max world, which honestly, we're probably like 3 weeks away in this economy, what would be your weapon of choice?
My weapon of choice? Like a squirt gun with like a taser attached to it, which wouldn't be effective against a car, but I just think it's cool.
It set my imagination ablaze.
Yeah.
Which I definitely prefer.
One more?
One more is according to Emma.
However, 50 more, whatever.
Do you know how to play an instrument, and if so, which one?
I barely know how to play the keyboard, so probably that. I used to have a like ridiculously expensive like keyboard with like a built-in DAW like workspace for like making music, and then I never used it. And every time I looked at it, it was just the shame and regret of the purchase. Yeah.
That's just a fun tidbit for me. I don't know that it's exactly a gut buster, but what do you guys want? That's just interesting, cool shit. Fuck off.
Yeah, I am cool. I'm queer, which means I'm cool.
I demand you give a hand to Rebecca Beskeen. This is a hard show to do if I have anything to say about it. And I do, because the next person coming to the stage, another incredibly funny comedian. Please put your hands together for Suzette Minetti. You may know her from the terrifying fan from earlier.
Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize to everyone in the room for being so gay. And jubilant. Yeah, I'm not even gay. Like, that's the thing. I'm just fluent in it. And if you're watching on the stream, what happened was I opened it really fast. And if someone with skill does that, it makes this extremely loud clack. And it can terrify. You forget, because I live in amongst the gay men, and they're used to the clack. So my bad.
You scared all of us.
Also, wait, I wanted to show everybody. I know I scared everybody.
Everyone.
Okay,
Jesse
look
came
at
out of the front room.
I know. I'm apologizing for being so over jubilantly gay.
I'm like, listen, June's over. Keep your fan closed.
I thought.
I can say that. Look at my shirt.
I thought you
can
said.
say
Oh my
it.
God. Wait. I thought you said. I thought you said Jews over, and I was like, oh shit.
No. And that was JoJo, if that's what the people at home heard.
Emma didn't say Jews over. She said June is over. Also, wait, I wanted to show everybody, at least in this room, look at the extension on this straw.
You got the sound, too.
I did. It was a little ASMR, yeah.
That was great.
I'm like, wait, do you want me to do jokes? Or
Yeah,
did I just apologize?
Do a couple minutes
Okay,
of jokes,
couple minutes of
and then
jokes.
we can talk about whatever.
All right, here's the new one. I've been in and out of the hospital a lot lately. This is true. I have this weird like rash thing. It looks like bed bugs, but it's not bed bugs because it only happens when I sleep in my car. So these are like the nicest bed bugs. They're like, we are not following you anywhere. We live in this Honda HRV. We will not leave. We're here, and we're gonna bite the fuck out of you when you sleep for an hour when you're tired. But like, I drive around with bags of clothes for shows, right? You've seen it.
I've seen it.
Huge
yeah.
bags of clothes, like 10 to 18 outfits, because I'm an indecisive bitch. And I'm like, I would have infected all of Sacramento at this point.
Badlands would be
Badlands would be
for
right,
sure.
right. Well, so would Stab, so would Punchline, so would Ace of Spades. Like it would be, everyone would have bed bugs at this point. Anyway, I was in the hospital and I was like sleeping, and they came in to take my blood because I was like IV'd up and like there overnight, and like it was a weird angle, and the phlebotomist like she got in there and she like got it, and I kind of woke up while she was doing it, and I was like, wow, you're really good. Like, you don't need me to be like in a chair with my arm up on it. She was like, baby, I can get it out in all sorts of positions.
Ooh.
And I was like, me too, actually. Game recognized game,
Open
bitch.
your fan.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Open your fan when you say things like that. There you go. Thank you so much.
Another thing that just happened, and this one's online, everyone can see it. When I promote a show, right, I can like delete the like homophobic, transphobic, whatever comments. But sometimes I fight back, but like I've been menopausal for the last 2 months, so I don't feel like it. I'm just deleting them. It's easier. We move on, you know? But like when Punchline does it, I can't delete their comments because I can't delete. Like if you posted something and someone was like, I hate Suzette, I'd have to be, can you delete that? But like, yeah, so like Punchline posted, I don't know if it was a comedy show or a brunch, but they posted, and this guy wrote, disgusting and gay. And his profile picture was a Packers logo.
Disgusting and gay.
And I was like, that is possibly the gayest named sports team in all 4 professional American sports. There's like 124 teams, and that is the gayest. Like that is no one's like, man, Seahawks are gay. No, but packing is, you know. And also I wrote back, that's not what I wrote, you have the gayest named team in America. And then I wrote, also next time you come for me or my show, fix your O-line first, bitch. And I don't know if anyone knows what an O-line is. Do we know? Yeah? They're the big burly men that protect the dainty quarterback. And if you don't fix your O-line, then that means people are getting in your backfield all day. And that means that people are taking your dainty man to the ground to get on top of him, right? And I'm like, that's super gay. Like, like you just let anybody take you to the ground and get on top of you. That's really fucking gay. And okay, that one's not as good. That doesn't get a fan.
It was still good. It was still good.
Okay.
I just chugged my beer and some came out on my face, and then I told JoJo, I can't wait till Portland because we're taking a trip to Portland together.
Oh, when? When are you going?
When you asked me to do your show, and I was like, I can't because I'm in Portland.
Go on October 18th with me.
I can. When is that?
October.
No, like what
October
day of the
18th,
week? What day of the week?
It's a week after October 11th.
I know, but like what day of the week?
It's like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be okay. We'll talk after this.
We'll talk. Yeah, sorry. I'm doing comedy. I'm sorry. Stay funny, Suzette. Stay funny.
No. But I'm gonna be in Washington that week before with my parents. But I'm taking that Monday, Tuesday off. So I could. Okay, you know.
Okay.
Well, after.
Okay, so
sorry.
here's this one actually also happened. Like these are all. I swear to God, these are all true.
This is the last one before we.
Okay,
riff.
wait.
But
on.
you're doing great.
I'm like, is that what I want to do? Oh, okay. All right. Wait, 2 more.
One more.
Okay, 1 more. All right. Do you guys want to hear a joke about sex or a joke about me being trans.
Audience poll.
I'm biased, but you being trans. Okay.
Sex is great.
It's the weirdest thing to fucking say from the back of the room.
I'm gonna go with audience and producer.
Barry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What do you
This
want to hear?
fucking guy.
Which one? Sex or trans? Sex or trans?
Sex.
Trans.
Trans.
Okay. You know, there's a lot of people in America that won't say it just like that.
Jesus Christ.
Get the second one in that line.
The second. We'll
Yeah.
we'll take the latter. We'll
right.
take the latter.
Okay, no. So there was. I shouldn't have given it away. It's not as funny. But so on Facebook, a comic. You guys are probably friends with her. She was like, "Settle the debate. Is white chocolate?" And everyone in the comments was like, "No, it doesn't have cacao or cocoa." They both of them. I don't know how they spelled it different, but they did. And they were like, "It sets different, it melts different, it bakes different. It's not chocolate. The what do you call them? The molecules are not chocolatey molecules." And I was like, "You guys stop! Like, it's called white chocolate. Like, you're doing too much. It's in the name. It identifies as chocolate. So we're gonna let white chocolate be chocolate. Like, I don't understand why it hurts you so much. Like, you can just eat the chocolate you like and let white chocolate exist. Jesus fucking Christ." And then I was like, "Oh my God, I'm making a trans analogy, right? Like an allegory." And then I was like, "That's insane because that makes me white chocolate." Which is crazy because I actually fucking hate white chocolate. I like dark chocolate so much more. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's good.
It was so much louder.
You gotta use it. It's up there. It's
Okay.
up there. You gotta use it.
Okay.
It's up there. What's the oddest combination of food you secretly love?
When I was little, I used to dip Oreos in matzo ball soup.
What?
I don't think I can top that.
No, but could
That's-
you make it funny? Expand. Not to be a shit, but because that's wild. Yeah, silent close.
I don't know how to make it. It was just the oddest combination.
What's the flavor combination?
I don't
that you
know
love?
because I don't do it anymore because that sounds
'cause you were a
disgusting.
child.
Yeah, you just said the
Okay.
oddest combination, and and like that popped into my brain because I was like, I still look at that one and I'm like, the fuck. No,
What
like
is this?
like I was
Yeah,
like
were
I was
you
like
pregnant
this
as a
perfect.
child?
Yeah, yes,
That's a pregnant.
yes, I was pregnant as a
craving.
child. It's how I knew I was trans. Actually, that's when I found out.
As you taste your thing.
Yeah.
We'll move on from it. We'll move on. I'm so
Thank you,
sorry.
thank
I
you.
didn't mean to open something from your childhood.
It's okay.
Um,
I'll forget.
If you were a ghost, who would you haunt and why?
Ooh,
Parade Magazine?
probably.
No, this is a different website. This is classpop.com.
Who
I
would
switched it up.
I think I would haunt not the people. Oh, see, okay, okay.
Do
I would haunt the people that hate me for dumb reasons. Because like the people that hate me for like a lot of people hate me in the world for a lot of like dumb reasons, but like Jewish, trans, like I'm like, well, I mean, if you hate that, that's fine. But like I can't make you like it. But like there was this my friend was having sex and the guy pulled out and was like, "Do you know who I hate?" And my friend was like,
wait, you guys be quiet. What did they say?
My friend was like, "Who? What? What's happening? Who?" And the guy was like, "I hate Suzette Vanetti."
What? That's wild.
And I wasn't there. Like I was, and like I don't hate anybody that much. Like I would never like be having sex and be like, wait, stop. I am so bothered by the election results this past electoral term. I hate Trump so much. Like I don't. Okay, let's have sex again. Or like I've never stopped to be like, wait, stop. Oh my God. The atrocities committed during World War II really are bugging me right now in this moment. Like, and so I would haunt that guy because usually when I'm getting hate fucked, I'm just alone in my bedroom. So I would haunt the guy who hates me. I slipped both jokes in. Yeah, that's how you do that.
Okay. What was that? I missed it.
Oh, I just threw my little notes.
Oh, okay.
I don't get to do
Pick 'em
stand up
up.
enough,
No.
so I have to write them down.
What's
Sue me.
something you've done that felt illegal but wasn't? Besides just
I mean, my
existing in
eyeliner,
this
honestly.
economy. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because the way I do it, like that shit it looks good, right? Like, and it should be illegal the way I do it. Also, the way I drive.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, like, I have to nerf myself.
Been in your car, I think twice.
Was I unnerfed?
So here's the thing. Like I said, I was a professional delivery driver for 13 years, and I was shook. I was scared.
If I need to be somewhere and there's not a lot of time, like I could be like
it.
10 minutes late.
No, we
I will
got
be...
there on time.
Oh, we always will.
Yeah, yeah. But I was scared.
But now next time because this happens all the time,
Yeah.
next time you wouldn't be. You'd be like, I trust.
But would you rather be, and this is a question from Class Pop that I saw
Okay.
earlier, but now it fits into this. Would
Okay.
you rather be 10 minutes late or 20 minutes early?
10 minutes late because that's what I already am.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know. It's being early. I maintain that being early is a skill, and the early people don't understand. They just think like it's what normal is. But I'm
Yeah.
like, no, it's like being buoyant, and you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
float.
yeah.
And like us non-buoyant folks,
Buoyant
we
is
can't
so
float.
wild.
We don't
That
float
is
at
so
all.
wild.
And the fucking buoyant folks think they're doing something, and I'm like, you were born that way, you idiot. With your hollow bird bones, like get out of
what
here.
got me. The
I am
buoyancy
not
is what
buoyant.
got me.
I stink like a fucking tranny rock.
Do you prefer creamy or crunchy peanut butter?
Fuck.
I know, I'm going everywhere. I'm going everywhere.
Creamy because it's not to like call back my joke, but it's butter, and I would never want crunchy butter on my toast. Like, would you like this crunchy butter on your baguette? No, I want creamy butter, creamy peanut butter all day. Crunchy peanut butter's lazy. Crush it.
Exactly. What's the weirdest nickname you've ever had?
The what?
The weirdest nickname you've ever had? A nickname.
Nickname.
Weirdest that you've ever had. Sorry, that was the last one that caught my eye before
Okay.
you ended. My bad.
I don't know.
What's the most awkward thing you've accidentally overheard?
When like people talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more. We'll do
Okay.
one
Okay.
more.
Sorry.
'cause
Sorry.
Unfortunately, I know Suzette's killing it, but I still have to go.
No, you
up.
need to go.
Can I follow
If anyone
this?
wants to see me, I have a show right after this. Like everyone
no.
can stay and watch. It's fine.
Okay, this is a good one, but I don't know because you're indecisive.
Sometimes.
If you could only wear one outfit forever, what would it be?
Like, is it one particular shirt
I
and
said
top, or like one
outfit? That's
Well,
an
I was
entire
making sure it's not like
ensemble.
one aesthetic.
No, just one outfit.
Oh, okay. Then I would do.
It could go from day to night. We'll say that.
Something you could wear.
It would be a black crop top and
Okay.
a short skirt and some knee-high boots.
What color?
Skirt?
Are the boots.
The boots? Probably they're gonna be the white ones I'm wearing.
Yeah, I was gonna say white.
Yeah, because they go with a lot.
Oh my God, you're wearing them now. I didn't even look down because I look at people in their eyes. So I didn't even notice you were wearing them.
Because of my illegal eyeliner, it draws them up here.
You guys, give it up for Suzette Vanetti. Are you ready for your last comic that will probably not hold a candle to what you've just seen? Cool. Give it up for Emma Haney, everybody. Woo! I don't know if I have a joke I want to do because I'm saving my jokes for the Chafe, third Saturday of every month at 9 p.m.
Are
If
we
you
gonna be
guys
here
would like
for that?
What?
Will we be here for that?
Oh, shit. I think we will be. Yeah, because I think we're leaving the Monday after that because it's the 19th. It's the 16th. Yes, we will be here for that.
Excellent.
Anyway, so yeah, come to the Chafe, y'all, if you want to hear new jokes. Not starting great. Not starting great. It's a Saturday. It's the third Saturday. Oh, you know what? Fucking audience.
We call that a callback.
Barry's using my callbacks. All right. I want to try a new thing where you ask me a question, but we have enough audience where everyone can ask me a question because I don't have. I have new stuff, but I want to save it. You know what I mean? I don't want to blow my load on Javier, who's watching on the internet.
So who thinks they have a question that could stump Emma?
Stump? Who's trying to stump me? I have one joke.
This is
about,
a real beat
but
the
this
geeks
is,
we got.
The joke that I have, I'd have to mostly read, and everyone would have to know who Delilah is from the radio. No, from the radio. Oh, yeah. Do you remember Delilah? I don't want to read it, though. Okay, Jojo, what's your question? Like, I haven't memorized it yet, and I don't do enough open mics to memorize it, so.
The comedy 1%.
I can't with open mics anymore. Jojo, give me a question.
Hey, what's your favorite month?
Hell yeah, dude. Everyone, most people should know this in the audience. My favorite month is today, August 1st. Do you guys want to know why today is my favorite day? Because today is the day that I can pull out of my 401k and pay off all my debts. All my debts. I had to wait. I had to wait a full year for my debt to be at zero from my 401k to pull it out. And you know what I'm most excited about, Joe?
What?
I'm most excited to answer the phone for the debt collectors. For the debt collectors who have been calling. You know what I mean? They've been calling me for 6 months, and one day I'm just going to be like, hello? And they're going to be like, is Emma there? And I'm like, this is she. That's going to be my favorite. I'm so excited. I pulled out too much money because I'm just going to live hard. I'm not going to live hard. No, I've learned my lesson. I'm going to pay off my shit. And that's what I'm going to do. Save money. August is my favorite month. Thank you. I'm buzzed too, like JoJo. I somehow lisped August is my favorite month. I don't even know how I pulled that off.
Not a lot of soft S's in August, but
I'm like,
here
August
we are.
is my favorite month. Sorry. It's 10, but we knew we were going to go past Suzette's time.
Listen.
And I asked everyone if that was okay. The silence. I'm like, can we go past 10? We're going past 10. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Jeff wants to know.
Oh no.
If you were forced to get into a sport, what would that sport be?
I feel like that's an attack because
We're both indoor kids
all,
here, so.
No, I mean, before I identified as non-binary, because the vocabulary came to me 2 years ago, I was very much a lesbian who played all of the sports. I played softball, water polo, I did track and field, shot put and discus, which are the lesbian sports, soccer, basketball. Do you mean like if I had to pick an adult sport? Because that changes it with
Now
joints.
that sounds vaguely sexual, but yeah, an adult
no,
sport.
like adult, like 35 and over. We're
Yeah.
playing, I mean, probably water polo still, because they do have that league in Sacramento that I've been like itching to get into, but I don't know. But they're old. I looked at the picture and I'm like, I smoke cigarettes and I'm out of shape, but I'm pretty sure I could still break one of these women's ribs. Because I did that once in a high school game, a high school match. I broke someone's ribs. Do you want to hear that story?
Yeah, tell me about a time that you broke someone's ribs.
I broke someone's ribs, and it's easy in water polo not to get in trouble because you wear caps, and no one can tell. No one can tell who you are. They're like, her, I don't know. But this girl, because I played water polo for 6 years, because I did 4 in high school, 2 in junior college, which I never attended college, so I don't know how that worked out. But I was supposed to have a scholarship to San Diego State for water polo. I lost it my senior year because I got tendonitis in my shoulders. Had to play for Sierra College. But when I broke a chick's ribs, it was my senior year in high school. I played a whole set position, which in water polo, there's like a goal. This is going to be the goal. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that are around the perimeter. The whole set is right in the middle. So
I love that you're using beer and cigarettes for your kick-ass sports metaphor.
Picture of health. Look at where I played. No. So the whole set's like right in the middle. So that's the person who's the buffest, the best, can take the crazy. Like I used to be able to push off someone skip the ball off the water so it would like hit down and then up into the goal in the corner. It was crazy. I was so good. And
so good in single goal.
but they were always like the heftier people on the teams. So like the whole set on offense would be the whole guard on defense. So I would have to, you guard each other, whatever. So we were switching from offense to defense and I was swimming. Or no, we were switching from defense to offense. So I was swimming, right? And the girl who was guarding me was trying to slow me down we're swimming, and then she's behind me, but she's pulling my legs from the back of my knees down, trying to slow me down. You can't see what's happening in the water, in water polo. It's like a whole thing. So this girl is like we're half the pool length, and she's pulling my legs down, trying to slow me down. And then I got pissed because I'm a hormonal teen, and I just rear up, and then I push off of her. You guys can't see my bare legs now, but I have very thick calves. You guys, I have very thick calves. I have very strong legs, and they've been that way since I was 8 years old. It's crazy. I lived in the hills. I pulled a lot of brush. I have very thick legs. So I just kicked off this girl and used her pretty much to launch myself off. And then I'm swimming, and I'm like, fuck yeah, man, she can't keep up with me now. And then I turned around, and the girl is limp swimming. I don't know if you know what a limp, like she's swimming, but she's limping off to the side. And then I found out later that I had broken her rib from doing that. And I felt bad, but no one knew it was me. Because we didn't have numbers on our caps. We just all had caps.
Not like nowadays.
Nowadays, they number the caps. Now I feel terrible, and I really hope the statute of limitations doesn't get me in trouble or in charge of that girl's bill.
What would you say to that girl if she was here right now?
Sorry. And then I go like this. My bad. My bad.
What is your go-to?
Jesse, is it too long? Okay.
What is your
That wasn't an answer, but it's fine.
What is your go-to pickup line? Aside from the thing you do with your glasses.
Yeah, I'm like,
thank you for someone who got
you
there
mean
before
this? I don't really have a pickup line because I'm a serial monogamist. Do you guys know what that is? It explains it. No, I've just been in so many like long-term relationships that I've never had a space to date, so I don't have pickup lines. But what's worked for me in the past, in the little spells that I am single, is just this is so gay.
It's interesting because it's like that could be gay in the 90s sense or gay.
I'm goofy enough to where I pull it off, but I'll just write my number on a napkin and I'll be like, I've literally done that 5 times and it's worked every time. Because I'm so goofy, I'm just like, Emma Haney, 916-759-6479, and then I go,
Hey, Emma, I sure hope that wasn't your real phone number.
It's not. It is. I'm single currently. But yeah, just writing my number on a napkin and sliding it like a weirdo has worked for me every time.
What's the pickup line that you have received that worked?
Nothing. No one ever hits on me, and I think it's because I have no sexual prowess, like at all. Like no one looks at me and is like, "Hell yeah, dude." No one ever. Look at my shirt. I think sometimes people don't even know I like having sex until we are having sex. Sometimes they're just like, "Whoa, Emma, you're here," and I'm like, I'm so here. They're foggy. We can do, I feel bad cutting into Suzette's time, so maybe one more. No, just go. Let's not take an audience phone. No. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I can't see. My eyes are terrible. I guess just one more. No more dating stuff, please. Nope. I'm not trying to get attacked after the show.
Describe to me the perfect armchair.
The perfect armchair?
Thank you, WikiHow.
pass. We all get one pass. I didn't say that at the top of the show, but we all get one pass.
Only
We get
Emma
one
and I
pass.
are on.
I'm like, that question
to know the
sucks.
rules.
Well, if you want, Javier did ask one in chat.
What did Javier ask?
Wanted
me?
to ask Emma what their favorite dinosaur would sound like.
Fuck yeah.
Would sound like?
Would sound like.
That's a good question,
What my
Javier.
favorite
Thank you.
dinosaur would sound like.
Yes. So what is it first?
What is the dinosaur?
Yeah.
Dude, I've always been a fan of Triceratops, and I think it's because of Land Before Time, because Sarah was a fucking idol. She's here for all of us.
Sarah was an idol, and her dad was a conservative piece of shit.
Conservative.
Keep all the
I saw
dinosaurs out of the Hidden
I saw
Valley.
myself in Sarah. The sound, though, is the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That's my favorite sound. That I can barely make because I have a very low, whatever.
I thought it was it was Mr. DNA on stage for a second. It was my favorite Jurassic Park reference.
Yeah.
Thank you, Javier. Thank you, Emma. Please give a
Yeah,
round of applause for all the
yeah.
comments you've seen. We're here.
Guys, thank you so much for coming to Warm Takes. We are here every Friday at 9 p.m.
Not every Friday.
Every first Friday at 9 p.m. I'm
we go.
also drunk. I'm so sorry. We love to keep it professional here. You guys stick around for Say Yes. That's the show, right? I didn't know if it was the other one. You guys keep it going for yourselves for coming out tonight, for yourselves for watching tonight. Stick around. There's still one more show, and have a good night.
Yes, as Emma said, we do have one more show. Say Yes will begin basically as soon as I can set up the stage. So stick around if you're gonna, or if you're done with us for the evening, check out stayupcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We're live in person Thursdays through Sundays, and we stream every gosh darn thing we do. Say Yes will begin in, well, this says 7 minutes, but we'll see how long it takes.
Double time on the seduction.
Oh, already got chat going on YouTube. You guys gotta keep an eye out.
She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow. Coming colors in the air. Oh, everywhere. She comes in colors. Have you seen her dressed in blue? See the sky in front of you, and her face is like a sail, specks of white, so fair and pale. Have you seen a lady there? She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow. Coming colors in the air. Oh, everywhere. She comes in colors. Have you seen her all in gold? Like a queen in days of old. She shoots colors all around like sunset going down. Have you seen a lady fairer? She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow. Coming colors in the air. Oh, everywhere. She comes in colors.
Oh, seems like a good time to just bring up the lights at the end of that song. Why not? We can just keep going.
Hello, my name is Suzette Vanetti, and welcome to Say Yes. As always, I'm joined on a KMS crew of Katana Ray. Hi. And Manny Petty.
Hola.
Do you guys know what KMS means? Yeah.
Keep
There's-
myself safe.
You know, sure. Sure. Yeah, it started with three people. It was where our initials spelled say or yes. That's why it's Say Yes. And then every time we had to say yes or no or maybe just something.
And then, like every good panel, we've gotten like change out rotations every season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like good casting, there's less white on this panel than there was before. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. How are you guys doing? We've been gone for 50. Oh, sorry. Good.
Yeah, we've been gone for a month.
56
2
days.
months. 56 days?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got pregnant, had the baby,
Oh.
put it up for adoption, reconnected with it when it was in college.
In 56 days.
In 50, I work
Oh
fast.
my God, what are they feeding kids these
I work
days? They just
fast.
have you seen first graders these days? They're like this tall. I'm like, that's.
I
Yeah.
subbed, right? And I need to get back into it
That's funny because I dommed.
I subbed and I'd be in school and the kids would be like, "Are you a teacher or a student?" And I would be like,
Are you a girl or a boy?
You know, it's bad when I'm at elementary school and they confuse me for a kid. I think we should cut back on child labor laws. 'cause
way too tall to be a kid.
They look like they can. That's what I thought. But have you seen fourth graders?
Yeah, everyone's tall to me.
This kid came in the other day at my day job, and they were prepping for like back to school, and I thought they were like end of middle school, early high school. No, 5th grade. 5th grade. I felt small. Yeah, it's very troubling.
Juliana Bentley says, hi, sister.
Oh my gosh, hi, sister.
I thought she was saying hi, sister, to all of us, but I forgot she's literally sisters with Manny.
Just a man. Okay, well, that's disappointed Tia here. Well, how have you guys been in the 56 days?
Fine. No, actually, it's weird. Like, July went like that. Like, went so quick. And the whole year, we're in, like, more than halfway through the year already. It's so wild. It's scary. Like, I couldn't even tell you anything I did in the last month. Because, like, the last time we heard was the first week of Pride Month. And that felt like ages ago. Like, what is Pride anyway? Stalking Pride's in October.
Like Emma Haney told me in the first show, June is over. June is over. I thought she said Jews are over.
Oh.
And I was like, oh shit. Fuck, I gotta go. I don't know.
You've been canceled. You know, in fashion, 1 minute you're in, the next minute you're out.
Don't know what that means, but I don't want to stay around.
Auf Wiedersehen, or whatever. Oh, and it's German. That's not good. Do you see that Heidi Klum is back on Project Runway?
Yes,
Where's
she
Tim
is.
Gunn?
Huh?
Where's Tim Gunn?
I don't know.
Because Christian Storiano's there, and I'm fine with that. I have no
Maybe
problem.
he's just retired. He's just
Also,
living his silver fox life.
Where's Nina Garcia?
Maybe she retired? No, she's not retired.
And where's my favorite Michael Kors? Because I've never, I think Michael Kors might be my favorite sassiest gay man. Like,
That's a big statement. That's
I
like,
know. That I don't know. How's that?
Okay.
Famous, yeah. Because, I have a lot of gay men friends, and a lot of them are sassy by nature. But I think Michael Kors, he said the craziest shit. He'd be like, I can't tell if you're wearing a dress or a piece of salad that came off of a hamburger that's 3 months old. And it's like, what? Where did that come from?
I love the specific things like that he just comes up with, because that kind of, if I was like not watching it, I'd be like, okay, like I can see the vision of what he's describing, because it's like, it looks like Mardi Gras at at the subway station, and I fell on my face. Like, it's like I know exactly what you.
He's Stefan.
Yeah.
He's like, it looks like Mardi Gras and the subway station, and I fell on my face, but someone had just yacked right before it, and they had matzo ball soup and Oreos, and the chunks are in there now, and I'm like, who combines matzo ball soup and Oreos? And you're like, what?
Dip the Oreo in the matzo ball soup.
I can't believe I used to.
You know who I am glad is on the panel though, because I watched Project Runway when I was younger and then got busy, and now I've circled back to it only because Utica's on it, and I really I love fashion for what it is, and I love I don't know, I just love seeing. I'm a big runway person. Any show that has a runway, I get really excited for. But I tuned in to see Utica because I was like, well, now this person is going to be making some fierce garments, and in my opinion, they really are. But La Roche is on the judges panel now, and she was going in, and it was kind of funny because it put in perspective where it's like, on a Drag Race judges panel, yeah, that's fine. On Project Runway, you forget how out of tune certain people are with how we talk in drag culture compared to being in queer spaces that aren't heavily tackled by drag culture, because it's watching their shocked faces and how it really got to some of them what La Roche was saying compared to on Drag Race, where most people would be like, well, fuck you, I don't care.
It's kind of it's critique, but it's harsh, and it's
Did you say it's queer?
They read me, huh? Critique.
Don't.
But it's also because La Roche has definitely that's probably his most he's got the credit to speak of on Legendary his, yeah, kind of, on Drag Race yeah, kind of, but when it comes to fashion and style, that's his forte. So yeah, I would actually want to be critiqued by La Roche in that regard.
Absolutely.
I think that'd be beneficial.
And it's kind of funny because you can tell that Law is holding back a little bit, because I'm like, no, I know she could be meaner. Mm-hmm. She could be meaner, but these people are already in distress. Strap in. Y'all are not ready for this.
Did you ever watch Legendary at all?
No.
See, Law did not hold anything back on that show. Almost to a cruel kind of way, but it was still kind of that's just how it is in ballroom. It's harsh. It's
I mean, that's the thing though. If you want to do, and I think that's a great segue into what we were going to talk about today. Yeah,
say with your full chest.
Yes, because if you want to do drag, if you want to do stand-up comedy, you have to be ready for someone to say you are not funny, and then you say, okay, how can I get funny? Right? And like I've been quarreling with a comic all day who is like delusional. Delusional. Like he did my strip show, you know? And like he thinks he was good, but the audience was yelling at him to take his clothes off the whole time because he wasn't. That's the thing. You take your clothes off or you're funny or you get off stage. Like you did 8 minutes of the audience being upset with you because you wouldn't take off your clothes and you weren't funny.
Okay, but if I'm funny, can I still take my clothes off?
If you want, yeah.
Okay.
But like,
that'd be real funny.
If you do drag, and someone's like, "You are not good enough," like, and that's a hard thing to hear, you know. And a lot of us don't. I don't want to hear it.
That's also kind of a. Sorry not to cut you off, but that's kind of like a, like, you're not good enough. Then that's not only like a valid thing to say to someone unless you have something to, like, you can tell them like, this is what's not really giving for me. And this is how you can improve. But if you're just like you're not good enough, you're nothing. That's just being mean.
Yeah.
But
like that's just being.
But what do you? Why don't we? Because we don't say it to people. So do we? Do you think we don't? Oh, look, you don't have light. You're in darkness.
Am I? I'm blinded by the light right now.
Oh, there's no light.
Hello, darkness, my.
Oh, it's fine. It's
like,
okay.
Even your
that
lighting
light's
is
never
black.
on.
It's okay. I'm not in drag tonight, so it's fine.
I think. Okay, so question for you both: somebody's not good enough to be in a show, and they want to be. And they ask you, because this happens all the time, right? And sometimes we have to say things that, like, because you don't want to say it. So do we not want to say you're not good enough because we don't think they can handle you're not good enough? Or because we don't think they can handle the reason they're not good enough? Or option C, which it is, they're delusional.
See, I had the privilege of being on a judges panel of a small televised program on Twitch. And I liked telling them what I didn't like, and it's mostly because like for me I've been in the business for a while, and I remember every nasty thing I've ever been told by somebody who I was supposed to like respect in a high regard, and a lot of it's driven me to where I've gotten now, where it's like I still think about certain things where like yeah that might not be true today, but I still like hold it in regards to like one person thought that. And that's all it takes for me to show you that I'm not that. And I think that it also helped me. I don't know. I think negative critiques help you grow as an entertainer. And I feel like there is a way to deliver them. But we all still hold on to that. We all still internalize some of that. And I want people to do their best so that we can know that, like, you know, you've done your best and it might not be the best, but you're putting an effort. You're changing. You're trying to be something, because you know that's what I want to see at the end of the day. It's just somebody trying. I mean, I think that like I enjoyed getting to tell them what I didn't like because I would like to see it changed. Because that's like, oh, I see your potential. I think you could do something a little better. That might not be for me. Just because it's like not my genre doesn't mean that you can't polish it up. You know.
I think drag is such a unique art form when it comes to like performance art, because it's performance visual. It's like a lot of things that like it's so subjective that it's like it's hard to be like I want to help someone, but also I don't want to just be like I want to change you. Because I used to hate when I was younger growing up in drag, like I wouldn't always give every single skill I had in drag so that these older drag queens would be like, oh well, you know, you can do this. I'm like, I know how to do that. I just didn't do that tonight. Like I remember like I went to San Francisco once, and like there's like the one time I didn't contour my chest, and then they're like, "Oh, you should have contoured your bra or whatever." I'm like, I drove from Stockton and didn't have time, but I do know how to do that. But thank you for pointing it out to me, because I did not ask for an opinion. You know, it's one of those things. I'm like, I don't want. So for me, growing up with that, like I started.
Was that unprovoked though?
Yeah, it was like it was someone who I was like friends with on like Facebook or whatever, and I was like, that's the first thing you're gonna say to me is like, oh, like you should have contoured your chest. And like, I get, huh? No, I did Helen before. I did drag before Helen started, but it's like there's just someone. I can tell you who it was. It was someone called "Don't You Wish You Was Me."
That was her name.
Yeah, Don't You Wish You Was Me.
Don't you wish?
Nicole Scherzinger.
Yeah, she was a Rice Rockette.
She what?
She was a Rice Rockette in SF.
I don't know what the.
It's like a group of like these comedy it was a comedic group of Asian queens called the Rice Rockettes.
Okay.
It wasn't a racial slur. I
was like,
no.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say what you're saying.
But I remember I was performing at the cafe, and then I had met them in person, and they were like, "Oh, you could have contoured your chest." I'm like, "I could, but I just didn't do it today." But like that's why I would never want to be that unprovoked person. Like when I walk up to someone, you're like, "Oh, your lash is fucked up." Your
Oh
lash
my
is
God! Please tell me if
Oh,
mine
I mean, not that, but like if your
Right.
lashes could be bigger or whatever.
Right.
Like, but it's like it doesn't have any effect on me at all. Like if someone was to ask me, what could I do better? You think, or what would you change? I'd be like, okay, let me give you these things that you can
Right.
change and you can make it better. But I'm not gonna just be like, hey.
I was watching you. It's really great to see you come out and do your first drag show. Here's a list of all the things.
People are like that though.
Well, no, and like I get that because I was watching a Monday recently, and it was an amazing performance. That one, and I don't want to out people, but it was like an amazing performance, and it was so good. All I could see were the things that would make it like stunning, you know. And like I wanted to tell the person, but I'm like I'm not gonna go up to them, this person I don't know, and be like, okay, that was great, but you should do this, and that.
Yeah.
And like I get it is so hard. Like I'm sitting here like asking these questions and you guys are talking and I'm like, do I have enough confidence, I guess, to say, Manny, what could I do better? Like, Katana, what could I do better? You know, I think so, because I also know that you guys aren't going to say it with malice. You know?
I will.
To me?
Yeah, to everyone.
Sure.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
of course.
I'm hateful.
But even going
to Twitter.
even going back to when we were, because I also was a judge on the same show,
Yeah.
and I was also a judge on Into the Draglands, which I didn't compete on Max Drag, but I competed on the show and then later judged, and then it was questioned on my authority to judge. But I'm just like, I mean, I've been doing drag for at that point like 10 years at that point, so I'm just like, I don't think people understand how much of a benefit they can have for being critiqued in that way. And I had to go into with this once with one of the past contestants about like, you don't have to take anything I say at all, but if you want to grow and learn, you can. But otherwise, ignore what I said. But if you want to stay in this competition and you want to adapt to what people want, then maybe consider what I said. But it doesn't mean to change your entire personality. It's like, I was a whole different character when I started versus when I was like, oh, like, I had to buy my drag off Dee Dee's discount racks, and the makeup I want to do doesn't really match that aesthetic, so let me go for like the pretty girl aesthetic instead. And I had to adapt to what was more, marketable. But like, it was easier for me, and also it just was accepted better. But and I'm not like high and mighty like above critique, because in the group chat, like I will be like at 2 a.m. be like, "Can I be mean for a second?" And we'll just rant. Because
I'll wake up.
Because
I'll
if
wake the fuck
we'll
up.
get it out of our we'll
Yes,
get
you may.
we'll get it out of our system, because I'm like, I don't want to say this to this person. I don't want to drag them down.
Right.
But can I just like say it out loud just to be like, am I the only one who sees this?
Right.
Like, am I the
Yeah.
and then it's gone. I'm like, okay, like I'll watch it, because like I feel bad because it's like every like Tuesday night or Wednesday night I'll be watching like, no, it'll be like a Tuesday, I guess, early morning at midnight. I'll be
Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll be watching the stories from New Drag Showcase and stuff. And I'm like, can I just say something? Like, what is going on with these performers? Because like some of them, and not all, but some of them like will not even be wearing makeup or anything. And I'm just like, that's one thing where I'm like, I don't even know where to start if they were to ask me. Because it's almost kind of like, not to be like, oh,
they don't understand drag.
It's like, because drag has become such a main, like it's such a, that's like saying music. Like I can't tell someone who sings country how to be a better musician if I sing rock or something like that. But I can understand that if someone's being like, I'm gonna go out and just not sing at all.
Yeah, not play any instrument.
I'm not gonna play an instrument. I'm just gonna stand on stage and expect to get a Grammy.
Right.
Yeah.
Then
like,
that there's an inconsistency. Like
that's delusion.
Yeah, it's like,
and that's like, just to put it in context. Sorry, and then go
no, you're
ahead.
fine. No, you're fine.
But like it's to put it in comedy. I think stand-up comedy is a thing a lot of people understand. Like sometimes I'll end up hosting an open mic, and the last time I hosted it, like we had 3 comics in like a span of like 5 people, because open mic is like person after person after person, and there were killing women jokes, killing trans people jokes, and raping children jokes. And I'm like, what in the hot fuck is happening? Like, none of this is funny.
Yeah.
And like, can you be funny about anything? Sure. Like there's even, you can even like find a funny Holocaust joke, but like none of this is funny, and it's not done by qualified people is the problem. But they think it's comedy. And so nothing I tell them, there's just like you can't get up, and they're like, well, it's free speech. Yeah, sure, but it's not. That's not.
You
comedy.
have the freedom to be that way.
And they see someone. They like, well, I got up just same as you did, and I talked with a mic in my hand about what I think is funny, and that's the same thing. It's like someone's like, well, I think drag is just me doing this, and it's like.
But also, the audience has the right to be like, that joke is not funny. You're not.
They did. They
and you're not like what you're presenting as your art, or in this case, your comedy. It's not successful, and womp womp. You know, it's like. But I think that in drag, it's like everything is so like. I'm gonna sound mean, but like it's just like people are hyped up to do whatever. Like literally just walk off the street wearing whatever they wore that day. Yeah. And then a lot of people, it's like the one art form that I have experienced that people will be like, when we tell them like, oh, this takes investment and it does take money to do it if you want to do it that certain kind of way. Right. But then the people they combat that with like, well, I can't afford that. I can't afford it. But I'm just like, totally valid. Like a lot of people can't afford it. Like a lot of us have full-time jobs before we decide that we want to do drag. Like a lot of people want to do drag as their full-time job. And I'm like, that's just not a realistic career choice. And it's even harder because the job market is so shitty that it's like, yeah, like do drag to pick up some money, but don't expect you to get the priority over other workers because you depend on that to live. Whereas like, I don't depend on drag to live money-wise. Art-wise, expression-wise, I depend on art. Like, I would do drag tomorrow if there was a bill that's like drag is no longer a benefit, like you can't make money off drag anymore for some reason. I'd be like, okay, I'm still gonna do it. I don't care. I'll do it for free. I'll do shows for free. I don't care because I like doing it and it's fun.
I like it for what it is.
But then a lot of people are like, but I need the money to like, it's my life. I'm like, it's not though. Like you need to find your priorities and what actually like find a comfortable living situation, find a way to put food in your mouth.
Right. Yeah. Well, and see, that's the thing for me. It's like sometimes it's hard for me to hear people say like, you know, that, oh, I can't afford it, because I started drag when I was 14. My parents were not giving me money to do drag, that at all. There was at all. I would quite literally pick up change I found on the floor, and after about a year, I'd go and buy myself a Claire's palette with the $3.75 that I found on the floor. You know, it's like. Now, like even to this day, we'll get something and I'll be like, oh crap, I didn't get a garment for this. I'll dig through my drag closet, take a pair of scissors, take a sewing machine. Like there, you know, we've been doing drag long enough to remember, like, we did not have Amazon when we started. We did not have all these stores, all these online, like we didn't have any of that. You had whatever boutique you had that was close enough, or you found something and you made it work. A lot of us were thrifters. That's why so many performers from a particular generation know how to do things like so, because it's like, yeah, I can afford the $3 extra large coat that I can cut up into a 2-piece and sew, and it's like, it might not have looked great. If I showed you guys my first garments I sewed, you'd be like, oh wow. But like that, we made it work for nothing, you know. And it's like, I think that is what kind of divides a lot of the drive for me. Is I see people to this day who talk about how they can't afford drag, but wear some of, in my opinion, the best drag that we have for like their group. You know, a lot of these Monday night performers, you think we don't pay attention. We do. We pay attention, and we do talk about you. And it's like the things, the things that you do, and the things that you like, the effort, it's clearly there. It's a Monday night. I'm not asking for you to be tens. But when somebody comes up and is like, I found this T-shirt on the side of the road, I washed it, and I styled it. Like,
you can belt it.
Yeah.
You can slouch it. Like, there's so much you can do. And what was I gonna, oh, I just wanted to add context in case you guys don't know. Monday is the amateur show. That's why we keep talking about Mondays, because it's basically the open mic for drag performers. Like, it's because we've talked about it a million times, and I love that show exists, because if you want to do drag and you want to start drag, that how without that show, how do you do it?
Yeah,
you know, and you'll never it allows people to grow. And I agree with you, because it's not always about money. It's about money. You have to invest time or money. And you can learn. You can teach yourself how to sew. And it might not be the best. You weren't surging your shit when you were buying $3 Claire palettes. No. And like, but you still were making your stuff. And we see, you know, people that book shows and talk about new performers and all performers. We see the effort, whether it's time or money. And we also qualify it for like, oh my God, this is this person's second performance.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, great, you know? Or like sometimes there's a queen and you're like, oh, she's 70 years old. She moved actually for 70. My bad. I thought she was just Suzette, but no, she's actually moving a lot. I also I wanted to follow it. Oh, that's why I like the Monday, like there's guidelines for Monday. Like I messaged and I was like, show me. And all the performers get, you got to wear makeup, you got to lip sync, and you got to express gender, more or less, or there has to be it can't just be exactly how you are when you wake up. Like there has to be an expression of gender and lip syncing and makeup.
Well, from what I've seen on some stories, people look like they just got off the ship at JCPenney and walked on stage.
Yeah.
They look pretty, but like for me, then that's my personal, like, that's my subjective nature. Like, I like when people look totally different out of drag versus in drag. Like, I like it to be a transformation. If I see you on this in the club, just a patron, and I see you on stage, you look exactly the same but a little bit shinier, then I'm like, that's cool, I guess. But like but then even I was gonna go back to this, I didn't get to my point, but like I think drag is one like the only art forms that I've experienced that people will be like, they'll like defend and debate their like spot. Like you wouldn't go into like a photography class or like a photography club and be like, I want to be a photographer, put my photography in your gallery,
but your lighting,
but I can't afford a camera,
blurry.
But I can't afford a camera,
and
I can't afford film, and I can't afford Photoshop, but I still think I should because I deserve to. And I'm just like, any other art form, it's like, well, I can't paint because I can't afford canvases. It's like, if you were an artist, you would take a cardboard pizza box and make a painting out of that. You know, like there's things that you do, you turn trash into treasure, you know?
Literally.
And it's just like, that's like one of the few things I'm like, why do we need to like you don't have to like give us excuses, just make it happen. Like, it's like, I think there's a taste, it's a taste level where it's like, we don't want you to be like drag race level drag. Cause all my drag is basically from Fashion Nova clearance, Amazon, or like, I'll buy something and alter it, and I'll hot glue it. I don't know how to sew shit. But then that's me. And I don't do custom wigs because I can't afford it, because I'm just like, I just know that I'm not good at taking care of wigs, that I won't.
I feel that.
I won't put myself through that to be like, I paid this much money for a wig, I'm gonna throw it in a bag later. I don't wanna do that to myself. So I'll just do it myself. I learned it to do it myself. I wanted to be a very self-sufficient drag queen. And you learn that like, you can't really there are some that can do everything. But I'm like maybe one or two. But I feel like when it comes to like new performers, and coming back to like singing with your full chest, like the people who have longevity in the scene, and it's not like they saved money and spent so much more money, they got better. It's just the people who took the time to speak to the host, introduce themselves to the host. They found what their unique like niche is, what makes them them. And we were talking about this with the Eden cast, like the people who were like the new queens like a few months ago, they're booked now doing their own gigs. They're Roscoe ambassadors. They're doing these things because they introduced themselves, they did work, they talked, they improved, and they like communicated, and and they didn't like demand or expect anything. They were not entitled to it.
No, they said, how can I do, what can I do more? What can I do?
Yeah, and like I've had a few conversations with people like Eva Changing like had a conversation with me because she was acknowledging my like time in drag and what I've contributed to the drag scene, which is really nice to hear as like an old queen to be like, oh, someone sees me and what I'm doing, and it's cool like that people, because when I started I was super like intimidated by like the older queens. Like Monique Moore used to scare the fuck out of me because I knew that she was someone who did things in her career. She was accomplished, she was seasoned, and like she had power because she was a hostess. But I was like, I gotta get out of my comfort zone. I had to go talk to her and say hi to her. And I did, and then I started getting booked with her. I mean, the drag scene was a lot smaller in Modesto at the time, but still, like, I had to go out because I have social anxiety. And I don't think that's really an excuse. Like, it is a challenge and a hurdle to get over, but it's like, it's just part of what you want. If you want to be an entertainer, you have to be okay with entertaining.
People will be there. People will be there.
Well, and I was thinking, I never did that, but I did, actually.
Clearly.
What?
I don't know, I was trying to be mean.
No, like, I did. And my way of talking to people and like not having the nerves to be like, "Hi, I'm Suzette," was booking people. Like, and that's not a path that everybody can take or should take. But I think I was just thinking like that. I would have gone up to a Monique Moore and been like, "Do you want to do my show?" You know, like that's how I met everybody really at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, but saying things with your chest, I think we're talking about like us saying things with our chest. I think people with complaints also need to say, and critiques of us need to say things with their chest, because that's what I wanted. Is like, I'm just sick of anonymous complaining.
Like sack drag.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if we wanted to say it.
No, like,
Like
well,
in
the
the
chat
comments,
chat
yeah.
is talking. Biju's like, did I miss the drag sack tea or whatever?
So Sack Drag Tea was an Instagram account, and it
Run by a
critiqued-
loser.
Well,
Loser.
How many?
Many losers, probably.
There are two different accounts.
Many was the lose.
There were
many losers.
Two different accounts, and I think all of us got singled out by at least one of them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
funny because
both. And one.
Yeah,
right?
for context, like someone randomly was like, I don't know, someone tagged Bijou in it, and then it said like, I have tea to spill about Bijou, Manny Petty, Diana Hole, Katana Ray, and I was like, okay, I know like Suzette has enemies, but like, what do we do? Why are we in
like
it?
when you saw the group of people that was tagged in it, you were like, what
like-
the fuck do all of
Right.
us have in
Yeah.
common?
Exactly.
And
I
even
was
me,
like, what
I
is
don't
this
one
group?
op.
I was like, I don't book shows in Sacramento, so I'm like, what do they have to say about me? And I was like, well,
Such a weird group.
I do say some mean stuff online, but again, it's like it's not like it's unwarranted, and it doesn't like it's to my
Well,
opinion.
and what this person didn't realize is while you were messaging all of us individually, we were all screenshotting our conversations and just sending them to each other.
Well, and
Yeah.
like I want to say, like, you and me getting attacked, yeah, understand totally.
Oh
We
yeah,
should
no,
absolutely.
And once I saw all the things they were saying, I was like, oh, I know who this is. Oh,
Right. But like if someone attacks Katana or Liz, like no. Like I don't try you're not
yeah.
you're not real.
Well, for me, it's like I've always had a like accountability for things I say. I say some mean things, but I've always been like, I have to take accountability for those things if they get back to that person or whoever, and I'd be like, yeah, I did say that. A lot of people just don't have that, but I'm like, yeah, I've said some mean things, and I say mean is like they were to me the truth, but they could be harsh to someone else.
See, you guys they said real shit about you guys. I didn't mine was
Well,
like
see what they said they had on me. I was like, okay, you know me.
I was doing a charity
Good
show.
work.
When,
Like
when they put up the thing about me, I was doing a charity show.
Well,
so
and it was like they were trying to write the story of me being the aggressive Latina, which is surprising they would know what that is, considering I'm the only Latina involved in the situation, really. But it was just like so fascinating to me because I was like, okay, you have it, post it. Because apparently there was a video of me threatening with physical violence, and I was like, okay, like post the video then. Like, air me out. Like, is that really, like, no one would have been surprised if you had actually had something like that. Like, I mean, like I said, tune in on Twitter. But I was just like, oh, it's just, I know who it is. You're just trying to call me the aggressive Latina.
mine was also very like stereotypical, like racist. If you think about it,
Wow. Are we surprised?
they said I steal money. Yeah.
You steal money?
Did you not see it?
No, I was busy acting insane. See, because the thing about me is all publicity is great publicity, and I will, in fact, if you get crazy, I feel like that's my right to get insane. Do I care about the situation? No. Am I going to make everyone on social media think I do? Absolutely. Why? Because guess who we were talking about? My views that day were up in the hundreds of thousands, okay? People were tuning into what I was posting on Instagram. My tweets were getting so much engagement. I said, oh my God, I should try and get canceled once a week.
I was doing a charity show. Like I was doing Christmas in July. I was like, I don't have time for this bullshit. Like, and that's the thing. It was anonymous bullshit. And like, I do have time for people. Okay, so a complaint similar in the same vein. A complaint about me and my ilk, right? Producers, people who book shows, that sort of thing. We all know, and I don't want to out the person on the stream or like, but you guys know, there was on a Sunday, there was a very vivacious passionate Instagram series of stories where someone was upset that they're not getting booked, right? You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
Oh,
like they were having a crash out, right?
Yeah.
Sorry,
That's how we deducted that as well.
I don't consume their content, so
No,
I had to
but
think about it.
Someone had to tell me because I was doing brunch and I was like, wait, what? So I went and I looked. But I'm like, at least this person complained as themselves. Like they complained to the camera with their face from their account. And like, I respect that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And do I agree with all of the comments they made? No, absolutely not. But like, we could talk about it if they want. Like, I'm here. I'm not going to run from that. People always think that we want to run from the conversation. I'm like, it's very easy to find me.
Which is crazy because you think I'm going to run from the conversation, and then you bring the conversation to me, and now I'm the villain. You could have just left me the fuck alone. You could have just left me alone. Oh my God. It's free to leave me alone and just tell me I'm pretty.
I'm looking for the chat to tell you you're pretty.
Bijou said Manny looks puss tonight, and she wants to see more drag like that.
That's her mom.
And then she also says Manny is a bully, sad face.
I am a bully. You should see that family group chat. I put those girls through it.
Where'd she say she looks puss?
Oh, she DM'd me that.
Oh,
directly.
okay.
I'm like talking to Bijou on a DM. I'm talking to the chat. And that's it.
Bijou, you should have come by. Bijou said she should have come by to tell you that you look nice. It's nice when your drag mom says that.
I know. Well, see, I had the day off today, so I said, well, I might try to get into drag today. You know, had my whole day, my fantasy, listened to my music, you know, walked around a bit. I did the RuPaul method. I took a 30-minute break in between the mug and the lashes. Let me walk around, get a snack.
I can't do that. I'll forget I'm doing.
Do it really well. Like, do 30 minutes between every step of makeup.
Oh my
like,
God.
do your eyes and then take 30, and then do your foundation and take 30.
And then my next day off, I'll do that. Hey guys,
Yeah.
get ready,
Start getting ready
for
at
my
1.
show tonight.
Yeah.
Valentine Rose, you're so pretty too.
And then Juliana says you're also a bully, Manny. So 2 of your family members say you're a bully. So that means that's true.
I bully them.
Are the crowns the most commenters?
I think so.
Oh, I like that they're color coded.
Yeah, I like how I'm one of them.
Now Danny's commenting.
Danny,
Manny is ready for a disco night tonight.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my God.
What does that mean?
He said something nasty to me. You think I'm nasty? Y'all need to see Danny Unfiltered.
Like nasty, like mean, or nasty, like
mean, vicious, just downright, just evil, just rotted, just molded to the core. Oh my God.
Who's the meanest drag performer in Sacramento?
If you ask Sac Drag T me, the meanest performer.
It also depends on like your perspective, like meanness in what way. Because there are people who are mean. Like I said, I say some mean stuff, but I have the decency to not say to people's face. But there are people who just say things out of like.
I think I can be the meanest.
I don't think you're the meanest.
Oh, I think I can be.
But everyone can be. Anything's possible.
I don't know.
Well, see, my problem is I'm naturally a mean girl. I don't do it on purpose. I'm a Capricorn. I can't help it.
So am I.
Yeah, well, that's why we are mean girls. That's
Everyone-
why we were
I'm just
Everyone
older, and I
inside drag
learned
is a
I learned from my mistakes. I learned how to quote myself. I learned how to like control what I say and not at people. And then I didn't say your name. You know how easy it is to have someone crash out and then tag you and stuff, and then you can retort and say things back, but never tag them, and you can be like, "Well, I never said your name, so."
Well, no, I say your name. I want you to know I'm talking.
Well, I
about
just think it's funny because I've had every time I've had someone have issues with me, I'll talk about them and not say anyone's name, and then they'll go on like this ravaged like thing, and I'm like, I never said their name, so obviously this person feels type of way. The shoe fit.
I don't really know if we have like. I mean.
But also in the same regard, if someone talks about me without saying my name, I'm just not going to assume they're talking about me.
Yeah, I just feel I don't know. For me, it's hard to see like, oh, you're mean. You know.
It depends on what you think mean.
Yeah, I
like,
don't really see anybody as like mean.
There's definitely some weird people, including me. But like, I don't think there's any like. Luckily,
all the Paradise Girls are mean girls.
We're all the bullies. The bullies.
Maybe
of
that's
fish.
why I don't think anyone's mean. I am mean.
I feel like we can come off as mean, but we're so in our own little bubble that we just don't even know that we're like coming off that way.
And I think we're used to like being able to have that kind of rapport with each other.
And we're meaner to each other. Yeah, we're way meaner to each other.
Oh, for sure.
I was hear those dressing rooms
because I'm thinking about
so
like
fun.
I'm thinking about like who has the capacity to be mean and just isn't like just like a just a gun going off randomly. But like it's all of us, right? Like you, me, you. Like people would think Lovely's mean. Lovely's the nicest person.
People would think Aurora is mean, but
Aurora is mean.
I think
Aurora's mean to you.
Aurora's when she drinks tequila.
She's lovely to me.
When she drinks tequila, man, she
really
She's just blunt.
There has been she's really blunt.
No, she's mean.
Okay,
Yeah.
well I was
Well,
trying to save
she's
face.
blunt,
but
and then when she gets alcohol, it gets mean.
I get nicer.
Me too.
When I'm drunk,
nice
I'm like,
until
you
I fall
look
asleep.
beautiful.
I'm like a saint, and then I just find a corner and lay down.
Okay, maybe Aurora. I think.
I think the people who
would
can
say
be
Karen.
mean. I think people who are mean. I cannot like speak their name. It's like Voldemort. It's just people who like.
Oh yes.
It's like
yes,
because it's like
yes,
people.
yes.
You know how like in comedy, like you can't punch down. Is that the
Right.
word for it? Like,
Yeah.
So people who are like they're more
Well,
like
white men try all the time.
It's like people who are like obviously they are like more well known, they're more popular, like they're well on a pedestal, but still like talk shit about people below them in a way that's like just like kind of like just snobby, like mean girly, like very just
like you're just picking on the little person.
Yeah, and it's just like, and then I've probably that contradicts what I said earlier about people, but like it's like this is people who I have issues with people who just don't have any like they don't have any concern or they don't think that they're the issue, but like people who genuinely like try to do stuff good and they try to do their best, that people look down on them and be like, well,
that's the thing. Yeah, it's like there's a very.
Do you know what
fine
I'm talking?
line
Can I
between,
tell
like,
you
are you
my
doing
mind?
your best or are you not?
I think I know. There's two.
It's 2 syllables.
I know they both have 2 syllables.
Are they
do.
related?
They do.
We'll
Tune
exchange
into our
notes.
Patreon to find out who we're talking about.
Yeah, come to the Patreon. Will be. Are we getting Asian or are we getting American with an Asian twist?
I don't know. I'm down for the spot again, to be honest. That was
Okay.
good.
Well, join us when we get Asian noodles at midnight for the Patreon. We really need to make one. Who's send?
That's Kamaya.
Oh, okay. Hi, Kamaya. I want to know who the chat thinks the meanest is.
Yeah, send up in the chat who's the
Yeah.
meanest
go
girl.
ahead, chat.
Say it with your chest, chat.
Say it with your chest.
Who's the meanest
Oh,
drag
that's
performer?
not who I was thinking. Oh no.
Someone's on the same wavelength as me. Anyway.
Well, yes.
Oh no, that's not even who I was. The person in the chat clocked me what I was saying.
Got it. See, because here's what I think. Like that's
If you're not reading the chat, you're only getting half the story.
that's just a loose cannon.
That's just it. Just comes down to like it's just like mean, like almost like that's just mean, like just like almost classist because they would judge people for their shoes, like things that like they like obviously can't really afford or whatever.
Right,
and it's just like I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way personally. It's my own opinion. I do not reflect the opinions of the other people on the cast.
Well, hold on. Let me see who it is. You might. Oh.
Not that everything they said has ever been wrong, but I'm like, there are sometimes I'm like, I wouldn't. It's just.
Oh
it
no,
just-
they've said wrong things.
Yeah,
They've
but
said wrong things.
I've also agreed and laughed at some of the things they've said in the past, but it's like it gets to a point where I'm just like, you just kind of come off as like this mean.
I'm just thinking
girl.
of all the lies that they say about me, that are like obviously lies.
I'm just kidding.
That's what I'm thinking of. Because like when I said in my comedy set earlier, there are people that legit hate me. Like and like I don't know, you can't do anything about it. But like, and that's another thing. Like that person doesn't hide the way they feel about me, but won't say it to me. Like say it to me, and not like electronically.
me.
Come say it to me in person. Like
Yeah. And if I wasn't blocked by the one person I dislike, then I would say it to them.
Well, I block
but-
them, and it's just more so just to like keep them out of my vicinity, just because I live a happier life not seeing them on my feed, and which sucks because like I'm like cool with like their drag family, but not them. But going back to like the drag sack tea thing, like
Bijou wants to know if Bijou. Yes. So here's what I'll say about Bijou. Bijou.
Are we talking shit about Bijou?
Intimidates people.
Clocking in.
If they don't know her. Like I know so many people who are like, God, I was so scared of Bijou before I got to know her. And I'm like,
as
I
you
see
should
it.
be.
What?
As you should be.
Yeah. Well, I think Bijou's mean in a way that we're mean. Like Bijou will say the honest thing that you might not want to hear, but it's from a place of caring and support.
Yeah, I mean, when I first was getting into it, like as consistently as I was doing it when I moved here, I feel like she was really just blunt with me. Like, if she did not like something I was doing, she would tell me, "I don't like those shoes," and I don't wear those shoes anymore.
She said you. She said you should contour your
But
chest.
Yeah, literally. Did you contour your chest?
You could have you could have contoured your chest.
I don't know, but I also like for me that's always been something I've had. I did acting. You get notes. There's no avoiding that. So it's just something I was used to. And when you get those notes, they're not always delivered in the nicest way. Sometimes the director wants to tell you he didn't like it by throwing the chair across the room, and I have seen that. Like it's I there's certain levels of insanity that I was used to where it's like I'm not throwing chairs at drag performers, but like I will say like I think that your makeup is great. I think it could be elevated if you put on a lash, if you define something like little things to help you. And I think sometimes people are like, "Oh my God, you said you hate my makeup," and I'm like, "No."
I think that's the thing. I think just it's polish, right? It's and that comes up a lot in this conversation. But it's like, are you the best version you can be of yourself?
Right.
Like,
are you doing? Because what my critique to somebody about like wearing a lash was, you spent all this time sculpting your makeup and doing all this like heavy eye stuff, and then you don't add any kind of detail to the lashes. So you've over exaggerated everything else on your face, and now your no lash looks naked. You're doing a disservice to yourself.
I just saw an Instagram story where a lot of people don't wear lashes. This is real?
Twitter. It was on Twitter.
Yeah,
on Twitter. This is real.
Someone was like, I guess people don't wear lashes, and I retweeted being like, if they wear makeup at all.
Well, I know that like Taryn forgets hers sometimes before brunch, and like she reminds herself now because she's like, I did it at brunch and May didn't remind me and this person didn't remind me, and I'm like, why don't you just put your
why don't you just look in the mirror?
Just put them on your.
Did you do your makeup at the wig?
It's like an eye. It's like an eye for it. Like I've had people when they were like not the greatest at makeup, and they look at me and they're like, "Does this look okay?" And I'm like, "You have to ask me that." Like, and it's not okay. But I'm just like, it's so far gone. I don't know where to find it to be like fix that, because it's just like I would be like wipe it off, start all over,
right?
But it's just like you should have an eye. Be like, this is not like for me. Like I can tell when my makeup's not good. Like. And even with me, my makeup standard is so high that even if I have an off day, I still look okay. But for me, I like to look, that's like my signature thing is my makeup. Right. So if my makeup's not hitting, it's like I'm not to my fullest potential as a performer, because that's like half my illusion is my illusion. Mm-hmm. So if I can't look the part, I can't really, phone in the rest of it and feel like, well, at least I look good, But like, it's just like one of those things I'm like, I don't know, like, do you not, I always question, like, what is your goal in drag? Like, do you want the attention? Do you want gender euphoria? What do you want? Like, do you want to be an entertainer? Do you want to be someone who, like, takes someone to another level? Someone, like, you want to have escapism? Like, take me to another planet. Take me somewhere else.
What do you want from drag besides being on Drag Race?
I think that, for me, plays into a big role of, like, my booking. Because it's, like, anytime you have a minor inconvenience when it comes to drag, you say, well, I don't care about this. This is my hobby. For some of us, this is our job. Like, I work enough in drag to be able to pay bills. Like, I did drag full time for a couple of months, and it was like, still to this day, like everything that I make does go back into myself in some way or another. I set aside my portion I pay for my own drag room. Like I invest a lot of that money that I work hard for, and it's like, well, you just kind of show up when you want to, and you're kind of mad that you're not getting as many opportunities, despite the fact that sometimes you don't want to show up, or, there's somebody who's like dying to do this, and it's like, this is not just my hobby, this is my passion, this is plan A, B, C, and D. It's like, why do you, who gets mad when you're not as consistently booked, and demand a spot when it almost feels like you feel like you deserve it more over than the person who is there every weekend, or who is trying to do better for themselves, or, wants this to be so much more for them. So they're investing. And that can be time. It doesn't always have to be money. It can be creativity. It can be like somebody who wants to do drag and get in asks to hold my fans for me to hand them to me. Abso-fucking-lutely. One less thing I have to worry about making sure gets on stage. But it's like when I see you there trying to like actively be a part of the community and actively try to like better yourself, and you might not have all the bookings, but you're taking that as an opportunity to be like, I'm still here, I'm proving myself. I don't know.
But delusion, right? Because like that's the thing. You can't just show up once every 3 months and be like, I could do this too. Okay. When I see it, I'll agree. I'll believe it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna like the responsibility we have when booking a show, right? Like if you book the wrong person, then the venue might say to you,
are you okay?
Yeah, you booked a weird show. And like Taryn's had that conversation with me a bunch of times where she's like, if you would book that person, maybe you shouldn't have the show. And I'm like, oh, and I've learned, you know? But like there are, and like sometimes there's performers that like, I'm like, okay, wrong venue. Like there's people that I'm like, oh, a punchline crowd will appreciate that.
Yeah.
They will not appreciate that. That's more of a Roscoe's brunch thing. Like, you know, a Thursday night, you're not, and it has nothing to do with like the tier, the hierarchy of the nights, because it goes Monday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday brunch, and it's like maybe you're just not the right performer. Like artsy things on Thursday, like really artsy drag camp, like really elevated. Like you have to be a fan of drag to get this. Don't do it on Thursday.
Not for Thursday.
Please don't do it on
Not
Thursday.
for Thursday.
Like I love it. It's great. But like I know the Thursday crowd.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
It's my show, right? It started with me, and we've been doing it for, I don't know, over 3 years now, me and Marcos. And like I love when people ask me, like, what should I do, Suze? And I'm like, well, in the 3 years that I've been watching Thursdays every fucking night, you know, 150 shows, like this is what's gonna work. And then someone comes out and does this like, I don't know, like this conceptual thing, and it's great, but the crowd, and they cheer. That's the thing. People don't listen because the crowd they're gonna cheer.
Yeah.
They're not gonna boo unless it's like egregious and offensive, like the comedians at the open mic. But like, trust us.
Yeah.
You know, we get comments. I get comments. Do you get comments about your cast from the audience?
Yeah, I get told that I book really great casts.
But I mean,
no,
if something's
like,
weird, you get feedback.
Yeah, and it's like I usually try and like balance my cast, where if I know somebody's gonna be a little more conceptual, I'm gonna bring somebody who's gonna be a little more top 40, and I try and keep them nice and balanced. But that does depend on what show that like we are doing, you know, because it's like my Sunday show, we can kind of get away a little bit more with kind of fun Sunday stuff,
right?
But it's like for Besos, I'm like they love the classics, they love kind of the go-to Latin night songs.
They don't want to see Britney.
No, they don't want to see Britney. They don't want to see, Paramore, the Black Eyed Peas.
Look, I can.
But they might also not always want to see Selena either, you know. So like, there are people, like I really envy like the Latino community in the drag scene, in the gay scene, because you guys can have like a whole theme show consistently and have like a really big base of like fandom that will identify and relate to that content and embrace it, where it's like a lot of times like, I mean, there's a lot of Asians too, but like this is my perspective. Like with Asians, like I wish I had that kind of like thing. That's how like people like Valentina were like so successful, because she represented like the childhoods of so many Mexican American people. So like a lot of people still had that common thing. So a lot of people grew up with like their moms playing music in the house that they can perform finally at Besos.
Right. Yeah.
And that's something that they like. I think that's a good like, I guess, conceptual, but like personal, like it's not top 40, but it's also not like Bailes to Cumbia, you know. It's like not to like downgrade, downplay Selena, but like people always say, oh, I should just do Selena because it's the, people know Selena. Like yes, but also like maybe do something that is more impersonal to you as someone who's like a Spanish speaker. Like
it's like I know that if I do Atrévate, everybody who
she said right.
There's gonna be enough people in the audience who are gonna be like, oh my god, I love this song. I haven't heard this song. I haven't gone out of my way to listen to this song, and they're gonna appreciate that song.
Yeah, I think especially because a lot of people like, I think it's very common for people in the Latino, especially like the Mexican community, to like base their drag off of like their mothers or their aunts or whatever, and I think that's really cool. And I think that a lot of people, I mean, I think that's a lot of people also, but I think I've observed that as someone from a different like background. That like that's really cool. Like I would never base my drag off my mom, but also like I admire that. Like, and they don't always have like a great relationship with their mom, but they like find like the good parts of the childhood in those moments that they bring. And I think it's a full circle thing that is really cool. That makes their drag unique. And a lot of people don't tap into that whole thing. They're just like, I just want to do this off-Broadway song that no one's heard of except for my 3 friends on Discord. Huh? So we don't talk about her anymore.
Sorry, yeah, okay. My bad. I think
I don't know if that made any sense. Did that make any sense? Did that make any sense?
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
I hear you.
I was going to say, like... Actually, I forgot what I was going to say. What did you... Okay, hold on. No, I lost it.
I think it was more about like you can still read the room.
Oh, that's what yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody said to me once, and I'm not saying I agree with this. I am saying what I heard, what somebody told me. And this was like 2020, 2019. So it is not about any group of performers performing today. There is a completely different group of people in this context. But in 2019, somebody said SAC drag queens perform in honor of the woman they want to be. And SAC drag kings perform as the man they hate.
Oh, interesting.
Right, very. Because like...
SAC drag kings, tune in.
But that's not... They said that in 2019, and I don't think very few kings are still performing that were performing in 2019.
True.
So, and I think now it's different. I think the kings are performing... Some of them are performing as the man they want to be. Some of them, I don't know, they go femme.
Some of them perform as the man that they are.
Some of them perform as the man they are, and that's great.
Did you watch any of King of Drag, by the way?
I didn't know how to watch it.
It was on Reverie, or Reverie, that free like gay app.
I also was like, if I watch it, I'm gonna just want to binge it.
You can binge it now. It's over.
Right.
It was like 6 episodes because they did 2 double eliminations, and then the last episode had top 3.
Yeah. So like now I can binge it, and like I paid attention and I watched clips and like I talked to people who were watching. Like, I was very aware of it. It's kind of like I still haven't seen Thunderbolts. And I'm embarrassed as a Marvel fan, but I also watched all the recaps from, like, New Rockstars.
Did you watch Fantastic Four yet?
What?
Did you watch Fantastic Four?
Oh, absolutely. Opening weekend.
I didn't see it yet.
Okay, let's go see it tonight. I'll watch
I could have saw it the day it came out, but I saw I Know What You Did Last Summer instead.
I have never heard someone else called Suze in real life.
Oh, Suze.
Which I guess that's not real life, but like yeah, like I know it's a nickname for people, Susans, Suzettes.
Susie.
Yeah, but like every time they said Suze, I was like, I'm the only Suzette Vanetti in the world.
Anyway, you're saying something about Thunderbolts, and I was like, oh, Marvel. There's always a Marvel conversation we have every episode.
It was just that I like you can keep up on something without watching it. You can know what's happening.
Yeah, like I don't watch Drag Race either, but everything that happens that's worthwhile is on Twitter the minute it comes out, which is. And I was mad because I ranted because someone posted the winner of King of Drag like hours after the episode came out, and I'm just like, well, damn, can I watch it? And then someone was like, stay off social media if you don't want to be spoiled. I was like, bitch, shut up.
Yeah,
I want spoilers.
Girl, shut up. No, see, I don't like spoilers. So like, because for me, I'm like, I want this show to succeed. If you spoil the show, people will not watch it. They will not get the views, and they will not have a season 2. Yeah. So like with things like Drag Race is such a big show, like no matter what, they're gonna have another season forever. But it's like, also I just don't like being spoiled, and I shouldn't have to avoid spoilers online. Like even Drag Race will have like a spoiler alert, swipe to see who won or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's been like 3 hours since the episode. Can I watch it when I get home from work? You know, like. And
well,
like,
that's the thing, and I feel like it's a lot of like younger accounts that grew up in social media world, so this is all they know. Where it's like, social media was kind of just developing when Drag Race had already been on for 5-6 seasons, and like you can tell like when social media started becoming a big part of it, and it's like, girl, can I watch it when I get home? I gotta pay my bills. I get the germ.
People who are just like, oh, it's like what, like All-Star season 10 just ended, right?
Yeah.
Like 5 weeks into it, people on Twitter like, I just got the rumored cast for All Stars 11 and I can't wait. And I'm like, this has not even finished yet.
Yeah.
What do you get out of knowing about a cast potentially that might come out next September or whatever. Like, what do you get out of that? Like, what do you have nothing going on in your life?
It makes them feel important.
It does.
It makes
and then you're not important.
And you're not. You actually are irritating.
Like, because if I was on a show, if I was on a reality show, if I won a reality show, I would want people to find out organically. Because if you go on the post on Instagram, everyone's like, cool, but I would like to have seen this in real time and not have to be spoiled before I even look at
a whole cast drop in one day. Like, what? It just takes the fun out of it. For me personally, like, I love like the anticipation of waiting, and then like, okay, guys, here it is, the big reveal, and then we finally know, and then we all talk about it then.
Like, do you just read a book, you just go to the back page and like, oh, I know how it ends?
It's well, sometimes it's out of context if you do that, which is the same thing with like knowing who wins Drag Race. Like, you don't know the context. You know, like season 5, right? Like, if you know that Jinx won going in, you still don't know what the whole arc of her season's going to be.
But I'm still going to be mad if I know. It's just one of those things where I'm like, it's one thing, for example, like on this last All-Stars, that people were very quick to pick up that that season was catered for Ginger to win. Allegedly. That's what people came.
Oh,
like,
yeah, no, I saw
like,
that.
Smart, dumb people were all like, this feels like this was catered to her to win. More so than most past seasons were.
Yeah.
And even for me, like watching, I was like, okay, well, that sucks for anyone else who's competing. But they knew that within like 3 episodes. And I'm like, well, that just takes the whole entire like wind out of the whole season. And then even, I remember it was so early, and I was like, no, that can't be right. Like, of all the people, Ginger is going to win? Like, no, I don't think so. And then towards the end, I was like, oh, like, yeah, like this is catered to. When it's a TV show, it's produced as a story.
Right.
But the same thing happened on King of Drag, where it's like, oh, well, obviously this person's going to win. But I'm like, okay, well, let's see how they do, because obviously they're going to sweep the competition. And they didn't really sweep. They like did really good, kind of good, bottom, barely got to the finale, and then they won.
Describing people waiting in line at Badlands?
But that, I mean, to be fair, they like fucking sweeped the finale. Like, they deserve to win it, like just on that one performance alone. But still, I'm like, it just took, for me, I'm just like, this isn't really fun because I just already know who's gonna win.
That's how I feel about sports. Like, I just
really?
Yeah, well, like, okay, so like.
Yeah, I don't think it's fun either.
If it's the Super, no, I love sports, but if it's like the Super Bowl, I don't want to watch. Like, just tell me who won and show me the highlights. Like, that's when, and I could do that with like Drag Race, like, and they do have like highlights. Like, you get to see like a little bit of the challenge and a little bit of the drama, and then the lip sync, and then who won, and a little bit of the judging, and then it's like Sports Center. You know everything that happened in the game. Sorry, too straight.
I think maybe because I grew up literally with like Drag Race changed my life, and I started doing drag because of Drag Race. So I consumed Drag Race a little bit different. Like, I like Drag Race because of like the stories of the people who are playing the game, and when Untucked was a lot more exploitative, and they would go into their personal stories. Because now I'm like, I don't really relate to any of the girls anymore, because like I don't really know that deep stuff about their personalities anymore, because it's not in Untucked. It's not like,
well, and they're so packaged.
Yeah.
Like, people are like ready to go on TV, and they've probably been media trained, and then a lot of queens know a queen, whether they borrow clothes or they just drag. A lot of drag families go through it, where like this person's drag daughter was on it, now the drag mom, or this drag mom.
Which I also hate, because it's like, I mean, we saw this with the most recent season of Love Island. Like, when you put someone who's just an influencer, just like a social media presence, but has no like personality or anything behind them, no substance, you've basically ruined my entire experience for the rest of the time. And you've also put somebody who might not necessarily need to go through a negative experience through a bad experience, because now social media is going to hand them their ass. You know, and it's like we saw in this, was it this past season? I don't know what season she was on. But like one of the daughters of like somebody who'd been competing before just was missing the mark week
on
after
Drag Race.
week. Yeah.
I thought you meant Love Island. I was like, damn, the daughter's already on?
Like week after week. And it was just like these runways that these people put all this like money into because it's a concept, but it's not really you. You're just like, oh, I wanted to wear this cool runway. And it's like,
It should tell your story too.
I don't go, like, I love the runways, yes. They're my favorite part of the entire show, but it's like, I don't want to see you wearing someone else's collection. Like, I can go.
Yeah, it's very much like, I collabed with this designer who also made 10 of the other contestants' outfits tonight.
Yeah.
And we just came up with this outfit.
And then you can see it too. It's like, oh, I know who made that one. Oh, I know who made that one. And it's like, it's so commercial and boring, which is so anti what I think drag is, that it just like, it takes away from like the experience of why I think we all latched on to seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. You know, like those seasons were unhinged.
Fuck Bianca Del Rio, season 6.
Love you, Bianca.
No,
You're a
but
lovely lady.
2 questions.
But like, yeah.
Sorry, do you want to?
No.
Okay. What season of Drag Race for both of you was the most like, oh, that person's gonna win?
6.
Season 3.
Really?
From the moment she walked in, I said she's winning.
Well, when I remember watching the Meet the Queens on like Downlink or something, and I remember thinking Raja looked so fucking bad. Like I thought she looked so old, and her voice at the time was so like, "Hi, my name is Raja," and I'm like, this girl looks wild. Like, cause her promo look wasn't her best
Like
look.
you judging someone's voice.
But I didn't like
I know.
any of
This is in-
like those promos were very ready to wear.
Yeah, well, she was wearing like a little like
I felt like hers was
bodysuit
the
with
most
like a with like
yeah.
a.
So
and
that's
she was
why-
like she was I think the girl on the floor, like she was the floor
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
And I remember just being because the promo that season was literally just them like in the dark walking at the camera for like 2 seconds and then like waving like a fabric around or something.
Yeah, and that flashing
And that was
light
it. It was
from
super. It was like a
behind.
10-second promo, and then because she didn't look like herself, and then
So that's the most surprised you were.
well, that's when I was like, I didn't know who was gonna win, like because I didn't really think because this was when I watched it from
She
its
said, "Fuck the
inception.
question."
But I think also going for the first 2, I'm like, I thought they were gonna win, but then they didn't win. So I'm like, who knows? And then I remember watching it. I wanted Manila to win, but it's like, I think midway through, I was like, I think Roger's gonna win, but I didn't know immediately. But with like season 6 with Bianca Del Rio, it's like, I think she's gonna win. It was
I
kind of
see,
like
and
it
I
was a
still
Sasha Colby
I was
situation.
gonna say I still haven't watched season 6 because I stopped at 5.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, so I don't.
Yeah.
I wondered if
Well,
it was-
Bianca wins.
No, I know. Yes.
Spoiler
But
alert.
Was it like because watching Sasha Colby, it was like because I watched that season.
It was almost like an overqualification. It's like you seem a little overqualified for this show. Like you're already basically because I already knew who she was from like YouTube.
Sasha Colby.
No,
Bianca. Okay.
'Cause she was friends with Lady Bunny.
She felt more like
She
she
did
was gonna win
comedy
than
with
Sasha
Bob.
Because she was like one of those girls, like kind of like I saw her as like almost like a Jackie B, where like I don't think she needs the show to be famous, and she was already like working with the girls that are already famous, like she was headlining with them at like in New York City. So when I saw her on the show, I was like, oh, I didn't think she really needed
did.
the
You know,
show.
they asked her to audition.
Oh, that would make sense.
Or they didn't even say audition. They asked her to be on the show. Yeah.
Which makes sense. And then I think she has like obviously grown visually and everything, but like
Sure.
it was clear that she had her ways around like showbiz already. Like she knew what her strengths and she didn't even have like a weak moment on that show really. I think they tried to make it look like she did. But
Yeah,
she
they
really
tried
didn't.
to give her one, and she was just like, "I am vulnerable. I am sad."
Ah.
Yeah, literally.
Huh. I forgot my other question. It was in relation to something you said, but I don't remember now.
But I mean, that's why I really liked season 1 because I feel like it could have gone any way. Season 2, I wasn't the biggest fan of her on her season.
Who?
Tyra.
Oh.
I really didn't know that she was gonna make it all the way through. But season 3, yeah, for me, I was like, yeah, that's Raja. Sharon was kind of like a.
I was a Sharon fan, so I hoped she was gonna win, but I was like, I don't think she's gonna win because I didn't think they're gonna give that to like the
She
weirdo.
pushed- yeah.
But then again, like RuPaul was like that kind of person, so when she won, I was like, oh, I'm kind of surprised they gave it to her. Like I thought it'd be Roxy, I guess, if it came into like the trajectory of what
mean
drag.
Fifi?
Huh?
You mean Fifi?
Oh fuck, that was the next season. No, I thought it was gonna be Chad, because Chad seemed like the easiest. Because obviously it's Chad Michaels.
Right.
Like Chad Michaels almost was like the overqualified person on that show.
Has a what do you as an impersonator ever won? Because Chad Michaels is so tied to doing
She won
Cher.
All Stars, but
Right.
But that was a weird season.
Yeah.
And I mean, who else has been on? Jay Jolie, like someone who's
Derek
known,
Barry.
Derek Barry, someone who's known for doing one artist.
No, I don't think there's any like soul impersonator that's ever won. Impersonation is kind of a dying art right now.
Well, and I think that what you're not doing is you can't be yourself, and like you don't want to see Taylor Swift or Britney Spears win Drag Race. You want to see an artist that you don't know, like Jinx. Like her impressions are so good, but she's not doing them all the time.
Yeah.
She has the personality outside, and not to say that like Derek Barry or Jay Jolie don't, but I think like you get so like if I only did Ariana Grande the rest of my life, like I'd probably lose some of myself. So.
Yeah, well, same thing with Lady Gaga. Like, if I did Gaga all the time, like, I thought about, like, should I just do Gaga all the time? And make that, like, should I be, like, the NorCal, like, Judas Joe Mason and Manson and, like, be that my, like, ticket? But I'm also just, like, I like too much random other stuff to just focus on that. Even though I think I could, if I really tried, I probably could be that. Especially after they said some weird stuff online recently, and I was like, this is my chance. I told Bijou, I was like, this is my chance to take over the next whatever. But I just think impersonation is kind of a dying art, that there's not really a lot that do that kind of thing, that it's like, it's kind of easy to stand out in that way. Even though it's just funny because that's what everyone used to do in the old days. Like, everyone
Right,
did
that was drag.
Yeah.
That's how it, for a long time. It's not how it started, but it's how it existed for a long time. I don't know, anything else? Have we run our course?
I think, like, when we talked about how Drag Race is being, like, this over-the-top thing that, I mean, us as drag artists probably don't really appreciate as much, because it's like, it's pretty, yeah, but it's not like who they are. It's not like a personal, like, people who make their shit end up being a lot more, like, interesting than people who just got their stuff designed. Like, yeah, they're richer and they make more money, but, like, that doesn't impress me as a drag artist, really, that if they can afford a nicer outfit. So when it comes down back to, like, local stuff, it's like, I don't care if you can't afford a nice outfit. Like, just make something out of a bad one. Like, or make a bad one. Try to make one. Put some makeup on. I don't care if it's bad. Like, I would rather take bad makeup any day than no makeup. Well, for sure.
And I'm always going to defend people that can't make their own shit, because I don't make my clothes at all.
Yeah, me neither.
But I think...
I made this entire outfit you see before you.
I think that's a skill, right? And, like, you have skills and I have skills.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I can style an outfit. And I do that a lot. So I think that counts, but I don't know.
I think I always put, like, my strongest, like, craftsmanship into, like, the conceptual stuff.
But, like, you guys aren't all about, like, not getting booked. You still have, like, what makes you an entertainer. You don't, it's like, you get styled or you get garments, and then it's like, well, that's not your area where you're like, let me here's my business card, let me tell you about myself, and you're not complaining about not being booked, and the problem is not the look.
Yeah, I had to learn, like, how to differentiate myself from everyone else. That's like because, like, before I was like, I was a pretty girl that did makeup, and then a lot of girls started doing makeup good. So I had to be like, okay, what can I do? So I just started doing a bunch of, like, weird, stupid mixes that people would never in their right mind would come up with. So it just, like, yeah, it's like, it's kind of lowbrow humor sometimes, and it's like just me eating rotisserie chicken, but, like, you won't really see, like, 9 times out of 10 you probably won't see another person on the cast eating rotisserie chicken that night, so it's like, well, because I'm not gonna be like, oh, everything I do is so original.
Night of 1,000 rotisseries, which we have coming soon. You guys.
Oh my god, everyone brings rotisserie chicken. Yeah, like, no, like,
I want in.
But, like, yeah, it's like, I think that a lot of people just, I question sometimes, like, what their goal is in drag, and, like, when they want to have, like, these things, like, we're going to spill the tea and, like, right some wrongs, and the community's like, what's the wrong going on?
And 95 times out of the 100, the wrongs are very personal.
Yeah, don't take your personal shit out, but I would just like somebody who's qualified to complain about not being booked to start complaining about not being booked.
Just don't pretend that your complaints are universal to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, especially anonymously, like, that's so garbage. Like, it's such a garbage move.
I think I have a hot take with, speaking of warm takes, no, I think that I have my personal opinion is that, like, drag is show business. And it's business. Like, you have to be marketable, and you have to be able to, like, make money. Because, like, bars are they're closing left and right. Precinct in LA is up for closing.
Oh my God.
Because it's been slow, and also now they're in, like, a lawsuit because one of their former employees claims that they're prejudiced towards white people. A real thing that they said. And I've heard that this person's even said weirder stuff, like, in passing, like, we have too many Latin nights, we don't need any more of those. And they're the ones that are, like, suing them. But, like, I think that if we want, it's like people who want to do drag but also don't want to do anything that requires drag things. Like, they don't want to perform in a club, they don't want to perform around alcohol. They don't want to perform at night. They don't want to perform
Around people.
But and then they also like it's funny because like they also want to a lot of people, not all, but I'm not saying that these people are part of it, but like I think it's so funny like this new generation of queens that want to be or kings or queens whatever, and they want to
artists.
performers, and they want to like be like inclusive and they want to involve everybody, but they have like the least like the most like explicit drag names that cannot be used anywhere except like a gay club.
Oh yeah.
That'll have like dick sucker, cunt, fuck, bitch, and like well like you can't even do like. That's not even like a Alaska Thunderfuck. You can't just cut off the.
That should be your name when you start. Huh?
And I'm like,
sucker, cunt, fuck,
I was like,
bitch.
maybe you're not getting booked because your name is a fucking like slur, you know, like even with like with Kamaya, sometimes I'm like, ooh, her name is Punani. Like, isn't that kind of like a?
I don't think many people know what Punani is.
I know, but sometimes when I put on like on a brunch, like it's a family-friendly brunch. Here comes Kamaya Punani.
Well,
like you know, like but I forget
that show with Taryn through you.
Well, Taryn could be like. I don't know, you know, that could be like taken. But also, I just forget that Punani is like a word. I just think it's Kamaya's name, her given name.
I think the people that aren't getting booked, I think maybe find somebody that is and figure out why. Like, why is that person getting booked?
Yeah, get like
what are they doing correctly?
Get a drag parent that actually will benefit, like that you can learn something from.
Or even if it's someone you don't like what are they doing right that lets them work? You know, I don't know. That's
networking. A lot of people that I feel like I don't know how they keep getting booked. Like they have the networking skills and they know somebody somewhere that keeps giving them bookings. So like, what's
and I hate to admit it, sometimes other people just got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, like I just booked somebody. I met somebody for the first time on this last Monday that I hosted. I had them in my show the following month. I was like, hey, I'm actually booking this show right now. I want you in it.
Yeah.
Because they were great. The audience loved them. All the other season drag hosts
at your show.
They did great.
Great.
They did amazing. Everybody walked away with good money. Like
that's why Monday should exist.
You know, and it's like now that person's part of the circuit. Now that person's sent in a W-2. Like now you've gotten more exposure to really hone in on your craft. And this is also a person that I've now started to see out and about. Like, and I'm just like, you are actively trying to be a part of the community.
I always wonder how it'd be like if we started out, because I know you started out like after hours, right?
Yeah.
See, I didn't have like a real, like a rotating, like every week or every month, like amateur show. Yeah. They had amateur nights like once every, we had amateur nights at Paradise like once every like 3 months. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering like if we had like, it's amateur night, who would come out of the woodwork? And I'm open to it, but I'm just like.
Paradise?
Yeah, because I'm just like, I just don't think that like, I don't know, because then you can like build an outfit and build a look and then, you know, put effort into it.
Well, because that's why I always like.
We should have amateur night next month. This month.
Oh, can I be booked for that?
Sorry.
No.
It's the week after the rotisserie chicken night.
That's your booking fee. Like you have to pay me a chicken and then I'll book
booking tax, booking toll.
Yeah.
The tax is sauce.
I think it's about wrapping time. Any closing comments?
No.
You hateful bitches that sit behind closed accounts are still hateful and boring. Come out to the surface like the rest of us. Be like me. Talk shit with your chest.
Say that shit with your chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know
drag queens. Lame sauce. Don't be lame sauce.
Yeah, drag queens can be intimidating and stuff, but like just don't be scared just to start a conversation. Like even if we don't want to have a conversation, we're in like the business of you know socializing. Like we kind of have to. So like, don't feel bad if you want to talk to us when we're literally out there to socialize.
Especially if we're hosting a show, we're locked in as hosts. We are responsible for the next 60 to. I don't know what 60 plus
90.
30. 90, thank you.
There you go.
We're responsible for the next 60 to 90 minutes of this bar's business. I am locked in, but that doesn't mean you can't come and like, hey, how are you? Because I can be like, hey, I'm really great. Like, how are you? I'll at least, you know.
Right. But keep it there during the show.
Yeah.
No more than, hi, how are you?
Yeah, yeah.
Talk more after the show. Okay. I think that's it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully we talked with our chest enough.
Someone said your bazungas look good tonight. That's what someone said earlier.
Someone said that?
Yeah, like early, like right when the thing started. And I was like, I actually didn't contour it.
You know, I try to think about what to wear when we're going to have like serious talk so I can look good. So good. I said it with my whole chest. Thank you for being here in person. Appreciate that. For Katana and Manny and me. Make sure you check out some more Stab Comedy Theater. Jesse runs Stab, and there's a lot of great opportunities for you to see a lot of diversity and wonderful shows. So thank you so much for watching this one. Say Yes. We'll be back in September.
Jesus.
Alrighty, that is it for us. Thank you, big crowd over there on YouTube. Good to have you. We'll be back tomorrow. All improv, 7, 8, 9. Lots of good stuff. Hope to see you again. Otherwise, have a good night, everybody.
I go to bed feeling the same way. I ain't nothing but tired. Man, I'm just tired and bored with myself. Ooh, hey there, baby. I could use just a little help. You can't start a fire. You can't start.